continue to listen to the Kevin Holly Show. You are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. The Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
I got the right away. That's all you got to say. I've been thinking about some things I thought I'd never be thinking. Too many drugs dropped into my mouth, looking for something new, but I end up drinking. Ignore the warnings on the shore, I'll take my chance, swim into danger. I wanna taste life more and more, but you need a little risk for the perfect mixture. This is gestation under no control, broadcasting for you to let go. This is gestation under no control. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, enjoy the show.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, wow. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. I am your host, your friend, your man, the one and only Kevin Holly. Hello, everybody. Oh, man, I'm going to have a lot of fun with y'all tonight. I'm excited. We've got the studio hooked up. Woohoo! Hooked up tonight. I'll tell you what, I hope the compressor is working good tonight, man, because everything is loud tonight, Pat. Loud. We got Pat Berge in the house. What's up, Pat?
I'm busy running the shadow net right now.
Oh, the what? The what?
Shadow net.
No, you did not. Oh, man. Wow. Pat Berge.
I'm running an ethos-friendly version.
Oh, ethos-friendly,
I'm doing it as...
Is that Greek?
I'm doing it as the persona of Patrick Berge. It's a new thing. It's called, like, honest integrity. I'm trying it out. I'm having fun with it.
I don't know if I like the Greek ethos or the mythos net. Wow, dude.
Well, there's a little pathos thrown in there as well.
No, there can't be.
Some mythos.
I'm looking at the chat room. By the way, dude, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take my attention away from you, Pat. But I'm looking at the chat room, and Nitwit's already in the chat room, and he says, thanks for bringing back the echo. There's no way. I've got the settings set the same as last week, and it was perfect.
Now, there have been, like, several people that have fucked with Kevin today.
Who's Calvin? I love Calvin.
An old friend.
Yeah, I'm wearing his underwear.
An old friend of mine that passed away, but that's a different
thing.
So there's been a bunch of people playing tricks on Kevin today.
Oh, yeah, that's
true.
true.
So Kevin can't really trust anything that he sees. He's been living in the shadow net.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, man. Jay and I got him good. That was all Jay's idea, though, because I heard Jason sent Kevin a text.
Did you say Jason?
To say that it was...
Hold on, you said Jason? No, and you called me Calvin.
Oh, we've got to use good language tonight because...
that's fine.
It's like...
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
The world is watching.
Listen, though, you just called me Calvin and you called Jaybird Jason. That's just wrong.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that's completely wrong.
We'll play it back later, assuming it's not some crappy echo that we can't understand.
Oh, man.
But we don't know because they could be playing a game with you.
I hope not. Spicoli's in the chat room. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to us on Spreaker.com/The Kevin Holly Show or KevinHollyShow.com, we do have an echo available. I'm sorry, we do have a chat room available. On both sites, same chat room. We will be interacting with y'all in the chat all night. If you want to call the show, 727-237-6010. That number will be changing next week, by the way. I've got a new phone system for the Kevin Holly Show. So the new phone number will be out next week. So stay tuned for that. I'll post it all over social media. I also want to thank our friends at the IRN Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com. And welcome, Lazy Ass Podcast listeners. I believe their show follows us. It used to be Lionel Nation. I don't know. Welcome, Lionel listeners. If you're tuning in with bated breath, waiting for the Kevin Holly Show to start, we are here. And I also want to thank our listeners out in the UK at WBR-FM, the Wigan Borough, Wilburfam, Welcome to the show.
Watching you guys. We're watching you. That's all I'm going to say.
And our friends out in Boston at GAG 109 FM.
Baston.
Fucking Baston. And our newest affiliate, 24.7 The Stream. Welcome, everybody, to the Kevin Holly Show.
It was great last week when George assisted with the Boston stuff.
Oh, George was great.
He's New Jersey.
Yeah, well, old Jersey,
They
New
all
Jersey.
talk with that clothespin stuck to the tongue thing. So
Stuck to the tongue thing, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about that, Pat.
the clothespin stuck to your
Oh, the clothes. I thought.
a clothespin.
Yeah, my bad. I thought you said something completely different.
Back in the laundry days, going old school.
Oh, you don't do laundry anymore?
Yeah, I do, and I use like clothespins and shit now. Hang them. I don't use dryer. I don't like to use dryers when at all necessary.
Yeah, I got a brand new dryer a couple days ago, but that's neither here nor there.
It's like I picked that up in Korea, right? It's like Koreans, although they make the best dryers, like Samsung and everything, all the Koreans just freaking hang their shit out on these little.
That's because they make like 40 cents an hour making dryers.
No, like 1 in 10 residents of Seoul are a millionaire.
Yeah,
So
one is a millionaire. The
how
other
many?
9
How
aren't.
many do you think? One in how many in Newport Richey, specifically right around this area, is a millionaire?
Oh, a lot, man. It's Florida, dude. There's a
No,
lot of
I'm talking
millionaires.
here,
Right
here,
around
not
Dump Tower?
Florida. Yeah, right
like
around Dump
500
Tower.
yards around Dump Tower here?
Yeah. What is the ratio of millionaires to individuals?
0 to 40,000, something like that.
A millionaire might have broken down at the gas station here, but otherwise.
And you were in the gas station going, "There's not a price on anything in here, man.
No,
how much is a gallon of milk?"
I was very nice to the little Indian girl in there
Today you were.
Happy Color Day, everyone.
Happy celebration of colors, all of our Indian listeners. Yes. Yeah. This
All of
girl.
our Indian listeners, not the Native American Indians. The
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say
IT
it.
guys.
Oh, the IT
over,
ones.
The
Yeah.
IT ones over.
You get the first one, dude. I'll give it to you. So there's this beautiful young Indian, lady boy at the gas station that Pat loves. Yeah.
No, I didn't love it. Very pretty dress, though.
Well, she did have a very specifically traditional Indian garb on, and it was like silk.
Indian IT garb.
Yeah, and I think she had a laptop back there too. I think she did.
It had a little iPhone pocket.
She had a smartwatch. So she made 40 cents an hour building that watch too. It was weird. But so she's behind the counter, and we're in there checking out. Pat's checking her out, and I think she's like 14, Pat, so just calm down.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Are we gonna...
What?
Is this where...
No.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're such a dick, dude. I seriously hate you, dude. And I'll get to why in a minute, but I want to just cover this.
We want to go there?
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I will anyway. So, Pat says to this young lady behind the counter, "You have a very beautiful dress," and she's like, "Thank you very much," right? And Pat's like, "What's the occasion?" And she goes, "Oh, it's our celebration, the celebration of colors." And Pat says, For what? And she's looking at him like, and she looks at me.
Spit it out.
And yeah, and she looks at me for assistance, and I look at her like, I apologize for my friend's stupidity.
She may have remembered me from the week before
probably.
when I.
Yeah.
When
How much
I
is a gallon of milk?
Complained about the price, the missing stickers, the missing
There's no
prices.
price tags
But
anywhere.
there weren't any price tags tonight when I went in there either. But I just stood there.
So she looks at Pat, and she's like, "What?" And he goes, "What nationality?" And she goes, "Indian." And Pat goes, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, dude, what are you, dumb?" And look at her. It's obvious that it's an Indian, India garb.
It could have been. She could have been from anywhere along the Silk Road.
So that's what Pat said. Well, I assumed you're from
And
the
she
Silk
smiled
Road.
with that. Did you see when
Yeah.
I made that Silk Road joke?
Yeah, that was a good move.
India, right there.
Sure. And so Pat, then his retort was, I didn't know it could have been
What'd you call
something
me?
from... could have been something from, the Philippines. And she looked at him and laughed and went...
I said Thailand.
Or Thailand, yeah. And she's like, it can't be from Thailand. It's Indian. this celebration of colors. So we walked out of there, and we were both at the same time, me and Pat, because Pat's gay for me, and he likes to finish my sentences. We said, Happy Colored Day!
Happy Colored Day! it didn't come out quite right.
No, man.
Happy Colored Day.
Last week, there was a dude begging, and I just was like, we're out of here.
I'm glad he wasn't
this week
there.
is totally different. Yeah.
Could you imagine if that same guy was standing there by the ice machine, and we walk out and yell, Happy Colored Day?
You know why he was by the ice machine? Because he's ice cool. He's cool. Cool as ice. Ice cold. Yeah. Ice tea. Anyway, I once saw a T-shirt at a concert, a Dirty Heads concert, and this dude had a T-shirt, and it had a glass of iced tea, and it was iced tea's face on the glass, and inside the iced tea was little ice cubes, and they all had Ice Cube's picture on them.
Iced tea with ice cubes.
Yeah, it was the best. So I looked at the dude and I was like, hey man, that is the coolest T-shirt in the world, look at that. And he's like, yeah, he got all mad at me.
Why would you wear a cool shirt like that if you're going to be a dick?
I know, yeah, enjoy your iced tea. Enjoy your orgasm with Mike Peters tea.
Oh, can we talk about my interview, which is going on right now?
Yeah, sure, please.
My live interview going on right now. Maybe we should talk about that. You can pull it up.
Yeah, I already have.
I did an interview with the world, including can you mute Wiggenboro right now?
That was the commercial, on the marketing slick and such.
Okay,
can you mute Wiggenboro? We don't want them listening.
Oh yeah. Well, let London know that they're scared because the shadow net's still active over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find it.
What are we seeing here?
So Pat, explain what's happening right now, and then I'll play some cuts here.
It's an interview that I did with Ann Vandersteel on Steel Truth. She's playing it live right now, and I did tweet out that if anybody had any questions who watched it afterwards, we're here from 9 to 11 afterwards, so I'll answer any questions that they have. It's pretty interesting stuff, though. Very interesting stuff. I'm reading some of the... so, that's cool. So she has pretty good reach.
She's a beautiful
that she
woman.
has very good reach.
Ann Vandersteel, the Steel Truth, which is out of Jupiter, Florida, and it is live right now. Let's patch into it real quick, Pat, and listen to what's going on there, shall we? All right, here we go. This is Pat, actually being rebroadcast live on the Steel Truth. Here we go. Wait, I lost it. There it is. I found it. I got it. Here we go.
Right, that was the commercial name for the technology you guys were using.
Or anything. No code names here. The ShadowNet was the commercial aspect of it because we kept the intellectual property rights for it and made it commercially available. And in fact, I discussed with General Jones's son.
Look at the on-air sign. This was recorded in the Kevin Holly Show studios, by the way.
Indeed it was.
That looks great, right?
It does, man.
I had to close the window because the light was too much.
Yeah.
And you can't see TKHS in the window.
So you go to YouTube and search for Steel Truth, and you will find our hashtag Steel Truth. It'll come up. It's on Facebook as well. Here, let's play a little bit more of it, Pat.
It was incredibly a powerful tool. It helped bring the Sunni...
Talking about the ShadowNet that Pat invented.
Together.
Help
Awakening. Yeah. Right? So
HUI being Al-Qaeda.
Al-Qaeda in Iraq, yeah. Sorry for the acronyms.
No worries.
He would have killed me if I used acronyms.
No, I said General Blunt. This general that I worked for, whenever I used acronyms instead of like words, even though he's like a general, military forever, he's like, don't talk acronym. He would have freaking smacked me. Oh, Jesus.
How did you do it, though, Patrick? I mean, how do you get the Sunni and the Shia, which have been at war for thousands of years, how did you get them to work together to fight Al-Qaeda? Because that was very revolutionary at the time.
We give them a common enemy.
Right?
We gave
Al-Qaeda in Iraq, HUI, was killing Americans, they were killing Sunnis, and they were killing Shias. So we helped maintain, that was actually, the Sahawa, the awakening actually was started with by the Army a little bit before we got there, and we helped, and for sure, the Force Psychological Operations Group, who we supported there, helped maintain that, helped build that, and then we continued it on. to the point where
You're so sexy right now, Pat. I mean, I'm turned on by this in a non-homosexual plutonic way. Yeah,
it's pretty. It's very informative. But
our small team.
What was this? Were you dropping pamphlets in the air?
The key to this, right? You can just go off there. You know.
You want me to get off this?
Okay. It would just be awkward saying it like that, but sure.
Nothing
what
awkward.
this is about, just in a nutshell, because you guys, the Kevin Halley Show isn't really about intellectual things. So.
Bring it back.
You. Stan just poked his head up.
Like a little prairie dog.
Yeah, hey, fucker.
How are you cleaning the language up tonight, Pat?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Ian. I promised.
I'll go back and bleep it out. I'll take it out.
Yeah, you got that 40-second delay.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So cool. Yeah. Where was I? Help me out here.
Something about fucking ShadowNet, then something about Obama. He said something about
okay. So back in like 2010, a Rolling Stone magazine reporter or somebody publishing with them broke in a story about the U.S. military using the same type of capabilities that I was working on. Actually, literally, the I.O. team over in Afghanistan, and this was in like March of 2010. I had actually got there in January 2010, and I left in April 2010. I worked for IOTF. I worked on the team they were talking about there, not for Dynology, for another company called Leone. And apparently, that reporter broke the story that the U.S. military PSYOP team, that IO team, PSYOP'd a group of American senators into funding the Afghanistan effort further and more, right? So that's not how you do it, right? The thing called the Smith-Mundt Act, which was started back in like 1942, made it illegal for the United States government to PSYOP its own people, to use propaganda on Americans, which made our job really hard when you're doing social media psychological, right? Because
warfare.
how can you have a conversation or try to influence someone on a blog site that an American could end up going to, right? So it was a really hard thing with that law. Oh, we're on the air now.
Yes.
So it was a really hard thing with that law. What this was about is that Senator McCain was one of the quote-unquote victims in that. I'm trying to point out that McCain actually was involved very closely with the people that I was building the ShadowNet for, right? So if McCain is, and he's very much involved with the 2016 PSYOP of Americans, correct? He handed off the dossier to the FBI. Now we know that one of his close confidants handed that dossier off to dozens of big news outlets, right? So these guys have used propaganda and used influence operations, information warfare against Americans. But the reason that that's not illegal in 2016 is because Obama repealed the Smith-Mundt Act in 2011, 2012, which allowed the government to PSYOP, which would have made what they did in 2010 to the senators in Afghanistan legal, but it wasn't at that time.
Now, is this going to come back and bite them in the butt, like the nuclear acted?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Right? That's the biggest problem. That's what allowed all of this to happen. The 2016 thing, let's assume, in my chart, just added one more connection. This guy named Greg Craig, who was Obama's attorney, is now apparently tied to the indictments for the social media influence operation of the 2016 election.
You got to get us murdered, dude.
Probably you. I told you.
Probably
you
me.
Could make a letter up.
No.
Right? But just something nice to the kids. And
Thanks.
so But now, Greg Craig...
Can I have R.Kelly ghostwrite it for me?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. So now, Greg Craig, who was Obama's... the first article I Googled, right? Dan Bongino mentioned this.
My new nickname, by the way, I hate to interrupt you, is Calvin Kevin. Calvin
Kevin.
And Calvin Kevin. Yeah, thank you.
I like that. Mm-hmm. So,
you can be Matt Pat.
Dan Bongino says today about that guy, Greg Craig. He says, well, this guy's now connected to the indictments and stuff, but it's just hogwash. And I Googled Greg Craig, and he comes up not only as Obama's attorney, but literally the first passage in the article states that Greg Craig is the White House attorney for Obama and General James Jones.
So there it is.
So I'm adding Greg Craig to my ShadowNet list, which has 7 people on it now.
Oh,
at least 2 companies, and I think 6 or 7 individual people.
You're gonna break it free, and then you're gonna get Arkansas'd. And I just want to tell you now, while I have you here in studio, I love you, man. Thanks for everything. Thanks for fixing my laptop. Thanks for taking me on your motorcycle, nuts to butts. I appreciate that as well.
It was special.
Yeah.
We'll always have nuts to butts.
Yeah, thank you for the extra cables that you brought in. Laying the cables. Pat Berge, laying the cables, everybody. You know what? Before I go
the monitor tonight.
Yeah, they fixed the monitor. I just want to tell everybody in the building.
Attention everyone in Dump Tower. I want to let you all know that Pat shit crazy Pat Berge is a very good person. Please do not let him get Arkansas'd. Armed security in Dump Tower, please do not let Pat Berge get Arkansas'd. I repeat, please do not let Pat Berge get Arkansas'd. Thank you.
Attention, Dump Tower.
Oh my God! He's got one!
Patrick Berge is wearing a white shirt and headphones. Shoot for that guy.
That's me!
That's not me, that's me! I'm not Pat!
Your little pussy ass megaphone doesn't do. That was my surprise.
Dude, how about your backpack?
That was my surprise. I was hiding my backpack.
Pat brought a bullhorn, dude. Is that the bullhorn you used at the pizza hut?
Yeah, this is a real bullhorn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat shit crazy just got one on me again! Twice tonight!
You know what? This is why I hate you, dude. You know why? Okay. I look at this.
I'm glad the medical marijuana place is closed. We just woke up all their customers.
Oh my God, it's so great, dude. Pat told me on the way here, he's like, I got a surprise for you in my backpack. You're going to love it. It's huge.
It's
I'm like,
bigger than yours.
It's a freaking megaphone that's bigger than mine.
It's a real one.
Oh, dude, I'm so proud of you. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, time out on all this political nonsense for just 1 second. Time out.
I'm just waiting for you to break that out.
I gotta explain why I hate Pat. Not because I'm probably gonna get Arkansas'd with Pat. Okay, that'll be later in life. I'll hate you for that later. My children will hate you for that.
My apologies ahead of time.
And my beautiful girlfriend will hate you for that as well. So,
well,
she
I'll
won't
take
hate.
care
She
of
doesn't
her
hate
once you're gone.
She doesn't hate.
I'll make sure she's taken care of when you're gone.
Stop. Hold on.
She already thinks I'm funnier than you.
Armed security, do not protect Pat Berge. Let him get Arkansas'd. Thank you.
She already thinks I'm funnier than you.
Stop it! I hate you. So I'm over at Jaybird's house this afternoon, about 6:15, right, this evening, before the Kevin Holly show starts, and I go to pick up Pat Berge to take him to the studio. And Jaybird's inside the house, and he's like, "Hey, can you help me move this hutch?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm yelling at Pat, like, "Come on, Pat, you pussy! Can't you help?" And Pat's like, "I'm a combat disabled veteran. I can't."
You know, I think I said I'm a combat disabled. I said I'm a disabled veteran asshole. I believe was the word.
You are an asshole. You got it right.
It's a great video. We'll have to post that. And I am disabled, service connected disability, like with tinnitus. So, but that doesn't count.
What?
So I wasn't lying when I said that at the car. People will be
Did
like,
you say tinnitus?
Yeah. Oh, God, that hurts. It's fucking scratching down the keyboard like a chalkboard right now.
Sorry. So, anyway, I'm over... no! Oh my God, that was so loud, dude! Right in my earphones, man.
Yeah.
So I'm over at Jay Bird's house.
Ain't better.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, what are you, 5 or 13? So I'm over at Jay Bird's house, and I'm helping him move this heavy piece of furniture. Then I help him move his, 60-inch TV onto that heavy piece of furniture. And the whole time I'm cursing out Pat. Not using bad words, but I'm like, come on, Pat.
Moving the TV, having you do it was my idea. I had nothing to do with the car, but absolutely. He's like, hey, Berkey, can you help me move the TV? And I'm like, fuck, Kevin's going to be here in a bit. I'm a disabled veteran, asshole.
You are a disabled veteran asshole.
I got tinnitus.
Now I do. Now everyone does. Oh, God, I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. I apologize. So then Jaybird, he's like, hey, and he's quiet about it. He's like, hey, man, listen, I need your help with one more thing. It's very important. He's like, my tranny's going out of my car. And his car is halfway up the driveway. And he's like, I can't get it any closer to my house. So if I put it in gear and you give me a little push, it'll go into gear. And I'm like, okay, then we'll pop the hood. Do you have any transmission fluid? We'll check the levels. That's probably all it is. Maybe you got a leak. It's a pressurized system. And if it has enough fluid, it'll come back to life. And Jay's like, yo, I got some. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So we go outside onto the driveway.
Exactly how Jade said it.
Yeah, Jaybird fires up the little Proto-J. And I get behind it.
Proto-J.
It is. It's really what it is. If he was a fourth member of the Three Stooges, it would be a Frodo-J. Thank you! Oh, the show's over! I'm done! So, anyway, so I'm like, okay, so I get behind his car.
Could be a hobbit.
And so I start pushing with everything I got. I put my legs and my back into it, And Jay's like, he's letting it. The thing's barely moving, then it's not moving at all. And I'm pushing and pushing, and his radio is on.
Does that remind you of your prison time?
I was never in prison. Never been arrested. I did work in a prison.
It's the MS-13 tats. I keep forgetting.
It's MS-14. All right. Yeah, totally different. So
MS-16. You both got 8.
Oh, I just got that. That's pretty good, Pat. Wow, Pat's got the jokes tonight, man. Welcome back to the show, Pat. So, anyway, I'm pushing on the back of his car, with everything I've got. And it's not going anywhere. But the engine is Jay's revving it.
The whole thing.
Yeah, we got the post a video on the fun page if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you go to the Kevin Holly Show, what is it? Facebook / the Kevin Holly Show, all one word. There is a link on how to listen, how to contact us, and also how to join the fun page, which is a group page. And we put a lot of off the wall things in that one. That's a little less professional. So yeah, join the fun page, and you can enjoy all these different videos.
You got to make sure it doesn't have any license plate or anything.
I don't think
identifying. Yeah. We don't want the shadow to find us.
So I'm pushing on it with everything I got, and it's not going anywhere. But Jay's revving the engine, and it starts smoking out of the tailpipe.
He's letting the brake off a bit too.
Yeah,
it's functional, right? And so he let it move forward. Oh, it is, and he let it move forward a bit. I
didn't know.
And then he put the brake on, and Kevin's just pushing.
It's like pushing a rock.
Oh yeah.
I was like
a smoky rock.
Yeah, I was like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie. What was that movie he did? The Conan. Sword and the Conan, and he's trying to pull the sword out of the rock, and he's like 1, 2, starry. Yeah. What is starry? Yeah. Starry. So I'm like that, right? I'm pushing on this thing. It's not going anywhere. And Jay's revving the engine on this little Proto-J, and it is spewing out smoke, dude, a lot. And I'm like,
it's just billowing.
It's
smoke.
all white
but
smoke.
The smoke was on the wrong side.
Yeah, the wind was blowing in my favor.
The plan was to have Kevin stand right behind the muffler and push, and as he was pushing, it was just going to consume him with smoke, which it, in fact, absolutely would have.
It still kind of did.
And but he was standing on the wrong side, and the wind was going the wrong way, so that messed with the joke a bit. But
I didn't know it was a joke. I'm sitting there pushing with all my might, and Jay's revving the engine.
It's part about it.
It's a wing, 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 like that, and it's just smoke just everywhere. And I'm like, turn down your radio. Is it in neutral? Get your foot off the brake.
He's got the radio. He's got his radio.
So I look to my right, and Pat's filming me with his phone, and I'm like, wait a minute. And Pat says, Jay, I don't think he gets the joke. And I'm like,
he's got the joke.
Wait a minute. I back off the car, and I step away, and I walk over to Pat, and I'm like, I go for to grab his phone. That's how the video ends. And I'm like, you guys, man, really? There's There's nothing wrong with this transmission, dude. I was just pushing a parked car that smokes.
That was
Jerks.
well played.
Yeah,
it's
you guys got
if
me.
he would have stood on the other side, it would have been perfect.
Whatever, he still got me. I mean, I literally pushed so hard that my shoulders hurt now.
But then I get in the car.
You rub
and
my shoulders?
I got my big army bag with me.
You got in my car.
With a megaphone. I got in your car with a megaphone.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a
and
megaphone.
I told Kevin, I said, "This is your surprise number 2, Kevin."
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, this night's going really well."
did not know.
Yeah, thank you. Great, awesome. So let's go back to your interview, Pat, shall we? Let's see what you're saying here, real quick. Here.
This is late 2007. The iPhone had just been released, right? So social media was just becoming a thing. In fact, Facebook and Twitter, I don't know if it's but Facebook wasn't even allowed. It was banned on
Thanks again
DoD
for letting me
networks.
use the studio.
We'll go into that later.
That's $85 an hour.
It was allowed in about 2010, and I think it was a horrible idea. Going in line with the Smith-Mundt Act modernization. But
yeah, we've already heard about this. Okay, fine, great, awesome.
Yeah, well, you guys have got the whole Cliff Notes.
The DoD and like.
How do I stop it? Sorry.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you guys got they pretty much did the whole Cliff Notes thing with it.
ShadowNet for Dummies?
Yeah, ShadowNet for Dummies. Insert Kevin Holly Show joke here.
Oh, no problem. What?
So, and I got another interview tonight.
Well, hold on. I'm looking at the chat room on YouTube with this video. Scope Chat with Sucky. Vicky says, wow, we'll be looking forward to that, and that was an excellent video. Lindy says, I wouldn't even talk to Schiff. Shifty Schiff, Lion Shifty. Tom says, so is Patrick saying that his wartime... Here's a question for you, Pat.
Yeah.
Is Patrick saying that his wartime product for fighting Al-Qaeda was turned into a way to facilitate actions against Trump? Great question.
Well, I can say that about 7, maybe 8 people now that were... Paul Manafort was our partner at the time. General James Jones owned the company, very small company that I built this for. We were actually, Dynology, the company I worked for, actually worked doing the IT for McCain's campaign in 2008.
Right.
So and General Jones is a lifelong friend of John McCain, going back to McCain was Jones's captain back in Vietnam. His son, that was his first job working for McCain as an unpaid intern. So very, very close family relations. I found out also that General Jones has a close friendship with the former Russian National Security Advisor. Right? I have a clip on my website stating in 2014 how he had built a close friendship with him. So when you look at who would have had the ability to do this, means, motive, and opportunity, right? You've got McCain, who I can show right now, or I believe I've showed pretty significant evidence to, that he was not a victim in the 2010 Afghanistan PSYOP against the senators. I think he was the architect of it.
Oh, wow.
And I believe Jones was behind it as well.
They put their names on it.
And these are all the same people, right? And this was like the same time. Another thing I would add, that same year, that same month, I believe, like around April or so of 2010, the Army removed the military in general removed its blacklisting of Facebook and social media on NIPRNet, which is the non-secure, the unclassified military and government network, right? So that same time, all these restrictions, I actually think they should have kept those restrictions on. I was an information assurance security officer for the Defense Department for 3 or 4 years at that time. I thought it was stupid to take those off. So they make it so that government employees, military, and everybody is allowed to use Facebook and such on their government computers. Stupid idea. And then they remove the Smith-Mundt Act protections, allowing our government to PSYOP Americans in a couple years later. But you think it takes a year or so for for acts and bills like that to get pushed through? And I would say if you look at who pushed those through, you're going to find Jones's hand on it. You're going to find McCain's hands on getting that, because that was all, we call that the keys to the kingdom, which I showed you a video, and I played a video a bit ago of our team in Afghanistan where we were talking about having the keys to the kingdom. What that meant was basically the Smith-Mundt Act. You know, everything that we did had to go through attorneys because of the Smith-Mundt Act. They micromanaged everything, right? So, removing the Smith-Mundt Act was basically giving Obama the keys to the kingdom, the keys to the PSYOP kingdom, which we were developing over there, which we made commercially available at a time we were partners with Paul Manafort. And now all of these people are all directly connected to this. So can I say for sure that was military tech being used on it to affect the 2016 election? Look at the indictments and look at the list that I have online showing the
Where
connections.
Online? The swamp.
Victimoftheswamp.com.
Victimoftheswamp.com.
Right? There's a big
yes.
chart, right? And it gets so much more involved, and I got to go into it. It gets so much more involved. It gets so much more deeper. But I work for these guys. I built this stuff. It's not like I'm psychic. I keep saying that. It's not like I'm psychic. I recognize these things, and then I know where to look. I'm like, oh, because we talked about doing this very thing. Let me throw one more thing up there that's pretty cool, right? I sent an email. I haven't heard back yet. I mentioned this on Ann's show. I sent an email to the legal team representing Nunes in the Twitter lawsuit. Right? I'm like, listen, what you guys are looking for is exactly what I pioneered. And I've been Kevin, would you say I've been pretty successful at identifying this before pretty much anybody else on the planet?
I would say yes, but I don't want my name attached to it because I don't want to die.
It's attached, dude. You're saying yes, but you know, I was doing this on your show like a year and a half ago. So you're already...
Allegedly, you know, I mean...
They're going to need... And plus, you're the only one that knows where I hid that thumb drive.
What thumb drive? I don't know what you're talking about.
So if they kill me, you know, they're going to have to torture you for a while, but you will never tell them where that thumb drive is, right?
No, in fact, my OneDrive is full. That's what they keep saying. So I can't help you. I can't help anyone.
You wouldn't have put it there. I don't know what you did with
I don't know either. It's a shadow net, man.
I gave you the thumb drive and said, and then you gave me a broken gun and said, here, good luck.
No.
Well, the gun was broken.
Shadow net.
Oh, they know everything anyway, dude. They have quantum computers. They know the answers to shit before they even think of them. So what are we going to do about that?
Run and hide is what I'm going to do. I'm looking at these comments.
They knew the show was going to suck before he even clicked start.
Look at Steel Truth says, did it register that Manafort was Bergie's partner when Bergie built the Shadow Net? That is a bombshell.
That's a bombshell.
Steel Truth says, yeah, CNN is running for cover at Vicky Fergan. Thank God for Trump, who will take them down, says Vicky. Yeah, he's not lying, says Lindy. Wow, dude. Steel Truth, this is Mr. whatever, X something. That was just on Periscope. I don't know if it's my internet or what, but I keep getting kicked off. I don't know why I'm reading that. Maybe it's a shadow net, trying to get people not to be able to listen. You know what I mean?
Funny story. I did her show in like November, right? And but I had to postpone doing it for a few hours because my son, a friend of his, picked him up, dropped him in the playground. He broke his arm.
Vicky says, good interview. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks, everyone. See you tomorrow. Says Steel Truth. Awesome. It looks like it was a success.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry about the broken arm of the kid.
So my kid gets dropped. My 12-year-old gets dropped, breaks his arm.
Yeah. They tried to Arkansas that kid, but
I'm literally texting her from the hospital where he's going into surgery to get surgery done on his arm. I'm like, hey, Ann, I'm sorry, my son. And so she sends me a text. I can't imagine she could have probably...
Her picture came over the monitor on the little beep, 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 beep. She's like, I'm Vicky, I'm here.
She sends me a text like a couple hours, like an hour or so, a couple hours before we were supposed to do the interview, and she's like, listen, I'm sorry, a family member fell, broke their arm, and is in surgery right now getting that done.
That's hilarious,
like, oh, sure. Great excuse. Where'd you get that from? You know, No. That was wild, though, right? So, 2 interviews, 2 broken arms. Neither was ours.
That's crazy. I'm going to break your arm tonight after this interview. It's not really an interview. I mean, you're kind of co-hosting.
What happens, like, every week here at the show that's creepy like that?
Well, what happens at this show that's creepy?
I guess from when you turn the on-air light, it's all downhill.
Pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the devil himself shows up on the show every week and has something to say. I don't know, Pat.
Yes, I know it is, Mr. McCain.
Wow. Come on, dude. Come on.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know, before... well, you know, he caught that play on Satan, right? So, so... You know,
how do we lighten it up?
I sent emails and tweets. I sent...
Thank you.
I sent emails and tweets to McCain for a year before he passed.
Well, he did. Okay.
And then his daughter comes out and starts trashing Trump. And I'm like, this is like pissing me off so bad because I'm like, listen, he was directly involved in this. That's not even in question. He handed that off a fake dossier that was, and keep in mind that part of the dossier was put together by Russian FSB intelligence, right? So that was actually a Russian-made dossier, but the guy named in the as the Russian FSB person that would have been involved with that, apparently through like Mueller or something, with the dossier, is someone that was a good friend of General Jones. Again, where I actually have a video on my on victimoftheswamp.com that has General Jones saying how he was close friends with the Russian National Security Advisor.
When you say dossier,
so who had all of the connections? Who had the ability to do something like that? Very few people. Kevin, do you have the resources to have pulled off the Russian dossier?
The devil
handed it off to the. I built this shit, and I can't get the government to listen to me, or intelligence agencies to listen to me, or the
Kevin Holly Show listeners to listen to you.
I got I got a Harambe truther to join the Bergie bits, right? So it's not easy. Not just anybody can do that, right? Who has the ability? Jones, McCain. Jones is personal friends with the former National Security Advisor. Actually, not even former. He's still the National Security Advisor under Putin. The same guy that Jones, I have video on my website saying he's personal friends with.
Yeah.
Who has the ability to do all this? Nobody other than these guys right here.
You're a patriot and a true gentleman, and it's an honor, Pat, to have you share your story on the Kevin Holly Show to all 9 of our listeners.
It changes everything anybody has been told for the last 2 years. I'm sorry if I upset your party with facts.
No, you didn't. In fact,
say,
bro,
facts don't care about your feeling. And I'm talking about like the mainstream media, people like that, right?
Listen, I'm looking in the chat room. I agree with Pat 100%. McCain was a dirty fucker. Fuck him. Somebody says that would be nitwit. I'm looking at the chat room on the YouTube channel, the interview that you just did in Steel Truth, and everybody was like, "Thank you, Pat, for the interview."
Awesome.
It all makes sense, man. You know what I mean? So let's.
You're gonna get up at 2:30 in the morning and listen to my 8-minute interview on
8 minutes.
Captain Matt.
Captain
Matt's awesome. Remember, he's the one that I did the first interview with. 3 months before the 2016 election, I was on Captain Matt's show, AM 8 something.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I'm on his show saying that China, Russia, and domestic threat actors are using social media psychological warfare, the same thing that I built, the ShadowNet, to influence the 2016 election. This is 3 months before the election. I'm on his radio show. I'm doing it. This is the only other time that I've been on there since. So I'm going to have fun talking to him about that. Captain Matt's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
He really is.
Well, you're a big fan of Captain Stabbin too. What?
You just had to, didn't you?
What?
You had to make this ugly, unseemly.
What? If I was John Travolta, I'd be like, but why?
But why?
What? Where? Anyway, let's regroup.
Ann was absolutely awesome. I met Ann when we were doing the Boots on the Ground Bikers for Trump thing. And that's when I met Ann in Miami, right? And I met Griff from Fox, told him, I gave a bunch of people with Fox, a bunch of people with ABC, NBC, CNN, everywhere. I gave him a fucking copy of my book, told him my story, gave him my card, said, you guys gotta freaking listen to me. Nobody gave a shit. Now there's 7-8 people directly connected to Mueller's indictments, but yet nobody is grasping that.
It'll happen. I heard, was it Hannity or Limbaugh? I think it was Hannity on the radio. I was flipping channels during commercials, and I often flip through talk radio, 820, 970, whatever. And I caught one of those guys. I think it was Hannity today, and he was like, all the things we've been waiting patiently for, that we've been talking about, are all going to come to fruition, and it's all going to happen. But he's been saying that for a couple of years, man. But it's like,
yeah, and he's
so frustrating,
he's way off. The only person that I've seen, the only journalist I've seen that has been close,
he's filled with
is
propaganda.
Dan Bongino.
Dan Bongino.
I've gotten almost every bit of information
what
that
about
I
Mark
discovered.
Levin?
No. Every bit of information I discovered was stuff that Dan Bongino threw away.
Yeah.
He would find something, he would dismiss it, throw it away, and said it's just something Mueller's doing. I look at this, and what he does, Dan Bongino says, well, it's not related to Russian collusion. Well, it isn't, right? None of this is related to Russian collusion.
Because there's no such thing.
Hoax,
yeah.
Right? So, yes, to that extent, Dan is right. But to the extent that it relates, that all of those Mueller indictments relate to the program that I developed for General James Jones, Obama's national security advisor, and now it's tied directly to Obama and Jones's White House attorney. Holy shit! Now we got Obama directly tied to this.
Yeah, and
right?
you know what else is
directly tied to a Mueller indictment, and nobody seems to catch this. Everybody still thinks they're going after Trump somehow, and I'm like, you idiots! You're looking at the wrong freaking people. It's
well,
not
don't call
Trump.
them idiots, Pat. I mean,
no, it's not Trump, though, right? It has nothing to do with him. He was set up. Jones, McCain, in my opinion, and where the evidence is showing me, which I've laid out. It is Jones, McCain, probably Michael Hayden, the former CIA director, who's now partners with the Next Generation ShadowNet application, which is Clear Force.
Now, aren't you a little scared? I'm going to go off a little off topic, but same realm. Alan Kruger, he advised President Clinton, and Obama. He was found dead on Saturday in New Jersey at 58 years old. The cause was suicide. Now, there's an FBI investigation on the Clinton Foundation right now. And he was an assistant secretary of the Treasury from 2009 to 2010 as Barack Obama's administration tried to lead the United States out of its worst recession, right? He also was the Labor Department's chief economist under President Bill Clinton from 94 to 95. So if there's an FBI investigation on the Clinton Foundation and he was the chief economist, did I say economist?
You did. I let it go.
Like 3 times? I'm sorry. I had a Ryan Hoppe moment. But did he get Arkancided? I mean,
my story shows McCain and Jones actually used were actually behind the DNC email dissemination, right? If that's the case, then my story, as it's told, only shows that these guys, not Trump, were. It was all about not Hillary not winning. It was never about helping Trump. So she's got no reason to kill me. She's, the Clintons probably going to go after Jones and those guys. Maybe they already got to McCain.
You're done. You're already done.
They might have already got to McCain.
Yeah.
I've heard people say that, they took a pill. He took a pill. No, I'm kidding.
Did you hear that or not?
I did hear that, but
Okay.
I just miss. I don't like to go into the tinfoil hat. I joke about this.
Sean
This is
Raz
like
does.
supposed to be a comedy show, so I will joke about that.
Hey, you just got an invite to nitwit.tv for calling.
No way.
Yeah, way.
No way.
He's like the political guru of Battleship and Twisted Battleship and Twisted Jeopardy and Nitwit Jeopardy and Nitwit Battleship and Twisted Nitwit Battleship Jeopardy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You probably won't die there.
I might wish.
Nitwit, I
Wish
think.
I had.
But you'll kill the audience. Hey, dude, you want to hear something cool? I got like a digital antenna for my TV because I bought this badass brand new TV. Right, I got like a 65-inch TV in my house now. I'm so happy. Finally, the biggest TV I ever owned. It's like a Walmart TV, but I love it, dude. It's so cool. So I put a
Did you
digital.
tell everybody who fixed your TV?
No,
in here?
Pat fixed my TV.
Oh my God!
Can I call you Pat?
Didn't not the studio, the show is here tonight. Hopefully not in echo. I didn't. That's Kevin.
Nobody else said it.
With a beautiful, big, beautiful monitor that Kevin said could not be fixed. How many times did you say it couldn't be fixed, Kevin? How many times did you say you're wasting your fucking time?
Yeah.
It
I don't
can't
believe I
be
used that
fixed,
language.
Fergie.
I did not use that language. I don't
used
talk like that.
Very tort language. Yes,
I did not.
Did.
Nope.
Yes, you did. It was very.
It's all in your head.
Afraid. I was,
No.
So, but what happened?
So I put a digital antenna.
Were you correct on that?
Oh,
was it impossible to?
No, I was wrong. Yeah.
That's why. And why is that? That's because I'm the IT guy and you're the SHIT guy. Remember that?
Yeah. You're not getting a joke drum for that.
I'll get a bell.
Give me back my bell. Welcome, Glick, to the chat room. So, check this out, dude. I put the digital antenna in my attic, and I get a bunch of good channels on this TV. Plus, I got like the Roku and Netflix and all that, right? Cut the cord. So, check it out, though. Last night, I'm watching TV, and I did not realize I can watch old episodes of the Johnny Carson show. The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Jay and I have been watching old Dragnet episodes.
Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about Johnny Carson right now, Pat. Johnny Carson, arguably the best host of all time. 1987 knocked on my door last night, and I watched Johnny Carson interview a 4-year-old that was like a world champion spelling bee type kid, and he threw out words, and the kid spelled them all correctly. And Johnny was so like cordial to the kid, like, thanks for coming. Did you have fun? We'll see you around. Be good. And the kid walked off, and then he's like, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. And then and Ed McMahon's like, ha 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 ha. And they come back, and Danny DeVito was their guest. And that was when Danny DeVito was filming the movie Throw Mama from the Train. Remember that?
I love that movie.
Yeah. This is whacking material. Remember that, dude? It was so great. And Danny DeVito told stories from 1987 about Taxi, about Throw Mama from the Train, about working with different actors like, who did he work with back? That doesn't matter. Dude, I'm convinced that every late night talk show on TV has been modeled around Johnny Carson. No doubt about it. People want to say Letterman or Leno or whatever. It all starts with Bob Hope, with Don Rickles, with Johnny Carson, all those guys. Pat, your thoughts? What do you think?
Johnny Carson, Don Rickles.
You weren't paying attention. What are you looking at? Is Dan Bonagino ordering you a pizza right now? It's a Bonagino special.
Ann said that the Facebook thing, the things were full.
Yeah, I saw they had like 34 people commenting.
But she was like giving me like the, I don't know, stats or something. They were really good. Everything was really good.
Nice.
A couple other people like John, who actually, now help me out here.
She's listening right now to us.
Wasn't there like a Stan in Miami that I met through you, Stanley or something in Miami?
In Miami?
That I met through you. Who was that guy? He's on the show here. Listens to the show. He was a listener on Facebook.
Miami.
I can't remember. Not Miami. I don't know.
Well, you're not giving me a lot to work with here, Pat.
Forget it. I'm just answering some questions.
I can't forget what I don't know.
Answer questions.
Okay.
So I'm answering questions.
All right.
We should have them. They should be calling in. Why don't you put your number out there?
Sure. 727-237-6010. Call the show. We're going to take a break here in about 5 minutes, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let people know we're going to take a break. Yeah, that's a good idea. Get the phone number out right before we take the break.
Yeah.
But we could add to that by maybe when we do go to break, you can post online that we are on break, and here's the number you want to call.
So I don't. That's already on everything. You hit the learn more. The phone number's on there. The phone number's everywhere. Mm-hmm. People can call the show. And I just said,
do we have a better break lined up this week than last week?
I've got the best break of all time.
Did you listen to last week's break?
Terrible. I didn't have no time to edit it. I did not have any time to edit it.
Have you apologized to anyone that may have been
I've
stuck,
left it up.
like earphones
I left it up so that someone could translate it for us. Because it was in another language, clearly.
That couldn't have been
worse.
Oh my god!
Yeah, my bad, bro. What do you want me to do?
I listened to it back and I was like,
you broke my computer. So
people may have committed suicide or something. Listening to the show,
man.
Did we? We can't afford to lose any listeners.
You're right.
You can't just be so callous about it.
It's not worth it. Life is good, people. Life is good. It's better this week, man.
Do a head count. Make sure everybody's feeling okay.
Yeah, 1, 2,
Dramamine.
2. All right, they're all good. All 2 of them are good.
And we're going to need to have Dramamine sponsor us for
I'll freebase some Dramamine with you after watching that Steel Truth thing.
That was a rough show, but it was great.
I'm telling you. Hey. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, hey. Oh.
George was great. I listened to that back.
George told me to come over. Nobody'd be home. Hey,
the jokes that you guys
nobody
had,
there.
Plenty of shit. Jokes you guys had were funny.
Yeah, George had jokes, man. Yeah, George came to the table.
You too. You actually you brought like 1 or 2.
You know what, Pat? You're so sexy tonight, dude. You remind me of...
I got my sweater.
You remind me of my pinky toe. You know why? Because I'm probably going to bang you on the table later. Thank you. I stole that joke. Yeah, I'm not going to disclose where I got that joke
we're
from.
supposed to be behaved in case any of Ann's listeners come to
well, hopefully they'll have a sense of humor. Because when you're as serious as you are with the Shadow Net...
I put disclaimers of adult content.
Well, then they have a sense of humor, and it's like, okay, we can all come down from this craziness, this crazy train, if you will, and just
train.
I got it.
Jump train.
and you know what I mean? And everybody's cool. Everybody's just calm, cool, relaxed. They're systematic. They're automatic. They're hydromatic.
Kevin, the feedback I'm getting from this.
What?
The feedback, and it's hard to really. And I apologize to anybody that is trying to. Get to me right now, and we'll answer some questions when we're on break too on Facebook. I will, but feedback is going great.
Good for you.
This could be the night, Kevin, after like fucking more than 2 years. Sorry, Ann, more than 2 years of trying to get this out, where it actually gets the attention of the right people, and hopefully that the right people aren't like the people who are putting that red laser dot on the back of Kevin's back through the window.
My head is so thick. I'm so thick-headed.
The right people, right? And hopefully it's looking at, I hate to get my hopes up. I've spoken. I've talking to like reporters, and I'm not going to name names, but I've talking to reporters who are so excited. These are big people too, and then they come back. It doesn't fit our narrative, or they just don't come back, and you wonder what the hell happened to them. Best guess is editors who are, basically tied to the very programs that I'm bitching about. Are killing these things, or limiting exposure, limiting the things that you're going to be able to see. It sucks.
I'm sorry, what?
Tonight might be the night, Kevin.
Tonight might be the night.
Tonight might the night.
Hey,
have you mentioned marijuana golf yet?
Oh, thank you, Pat. Oh, wow, hit the bell, please. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, our proud sponsor of the Kevin Holly Show is marijuanagolf.com. Marijuanagolf.com. Type in the Kevin Holly Show at checkout in the promo box and get $10 off of a beautiful, breathable golf polo with the Marijuana Golf logo. It is the golf apparel for the medicated golfer. Now, Pat, I do not partake in the marijuanas. I'm not that type of person. But
it's AOC friendly.
AOCDs.
Apparently Beto friendly.
But so I do support the medicinal marijuana capabilities of giving people relief from their diseases, whether it's carpal tunnel or neuropathy or PTSD, nuts, or
helps queasiness after the Kevin Holly show,
uncontrollable boredom, whatever it might be. I support it, and if that's your cup of tea, and you like golf, I highly suggest you go to marijuanagolf.com and type in the Kevin Holly Show at checkout in the promo box. And get yourself some golf balls, some tees, hit the green, Pat, right?
Hit the green,
whatever.
Tell them Beto sent you.
It's like having a Taiwanese, is that a word? It's like having a Thai restaurant sponsor the show, but I don't eat Thai food.
You mean like a necktie?
No,
a bow tie?
Like a Taiwanese, is that what Thai means?
Like Taiwanese.
Yeah.
No, well, that actually Taiwanese, it would be different. That would be like the
I don't eat
Taiwan.
either. I don't like
this
either.
Would be like Thailand would be, unless if that's what you were going
Sure. I would not eat either food products because I'm not that. I don't like that stuff. But I would gladly take their sponsorship, much like marijuanagolf.com. Did I say marijuanagolf.com sponsoring the show today? Thank you.
Marijuanagolf.com. The morals of a dealer.
Yeah.
You'll go far in life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show after a quick break, which features one of my favorite local bands. You know who y'all are. It's not Slingshot Robot this week, but Slingshot Robot is in this break music. But I am featuring Murder the Crow right now.
For the best in music and entertainment, keep it right here.
Actually, Captain, this species obviously emanates from a superior race of DJ.
Real radio for real people. This is WBR-FM.
Farther and farther each and every day, knowing not in which direction I am going, looking down upon myself, I breathe. What am I doing? The end result's the same as before. My stepping stones, but a temper on things she said. She said, shed some light. Won't you shed some light? And hope that others' darkness and sorrow doesn't drain your every emotion. Nobody knows, nobody cares. The ones who did so far away, all the others taken. Everybody knows, everybody cares. Most just don't like to show. Shed some light. Won't you shed some light? And hope that others' darkness and sorrow doesn't drain your every emotion.
You are listening to my best friends, Jay Bird and Pops, on the Kevin Holly Show. Only reason I even tuned in the first place. So tune in to listen to Jay Bird and Pops.
This song is dedicated to all the men out there that don't seem to know how to keep that woman happy. I want y'all to take a little listen. See if you wanna try this. Some men think the height of a woman's pleasure is when he's kissing her on her lips. And some men think the joy of foreplay is caressing with his fingertips. And some men think a little titty kissing is the answer to every woman's dream. But let me tell you how to kiss her if you really want to hear her scream. You're making her feel good, but you can make her feel better if you treat your lady like a stamp and a letter. Lick it before you stick it. Better lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Whoa. Now all you fellas sitting there laughing, let me tell you this is no stage joke. She ain't playing. If you really want to please her, just find that little man in the boat. You can tease it, gently squeeze it, massage him with your fingertips. But sorry fellas, the job ain't over until you take him between your lips. Wow! You're making her feel good, but you can make her feel better if you treat your lady like a stamp in a letter. Lick it before you stick it. Better lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Don't lick it before you stick it. A little titty kissing is the answer to every woman's dream. But let me tell you how to kiss her if you really want to hear her scream. Wow! You're making her feel good, but you can make her feel better if you treat your lady like a stamp in a letter. Lick it before you stick it. Don't lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Hey, lick it before you stick it. Hey, lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Better lick it before you stick it. Hey! Lick it before you stick it. Lick it. Lick it before you stick it. Lick it, better lick it. Lick it before you stick it. Lick it. Ow, stick it. Stick it before you stick it. Stick it, better stick it. Stick it before you stick it. Stick it. Hey! You got it. Stick it. I like it like that, baby. Before you stick it. That's all right. Lick it before you stick it. Oh yeah. Lick it before you stick it. Woo! Lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Lick it before you stick it. Better lick it before you stick it. 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 Hey! The fellas got it. Now girl, y'all can't stick it, but you sure can lick it.
Attention, please. Attention, please.
We are controlling transmission. we wish to make it louder, we will bring up the volume.
Loud noises! I'm only human after all. I'm only human.
WBRFM wants to say thank you for the support that our listeners give our presenters.
You know that I can use somebody.
I just love the music. Like, great music.
Everybody's on the run. Everybody's on the run.
We aim to give the listeners what they want on their show. Music, fun, more.
They don't own me.
You'll find it here on WBRFM. Listen now.
I sang a song so long ago for buying whiskey that's drank alone. But I buy just one thing to show. There's something I've always known. 'Cause in this moment, everything is clear. The immediate reaction when you're near is what I needed all along. Yes, it's just what I needed all along.
whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Well, hello and welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. Is that perfect timing?
We are good, aren't we?
I just sat my butt down and I'm like, whoa, we're on live right now. I'm looking at the chat room and Glick is all over it. The always disappointed and left wanting more any woman or man Kevin has been with. Thanks, Glick. Appreciate that.
Hi, Glick.
Oh, man. The Glick Show on Periscope. Nothing gay about it, man.
What color is Glick's hair today?
Blue. No, Glick looks great right now.
Well, what color is his hair?
It's normal.
Well, what would that be?
I believe brown.
What's normal? It's like at this point.
I'll tell you what, man. Glick moved back to Ohio recently. Yeah, recently. And so check it out, dude. Glick is like, he's got a beard. Yeah, he looks good.
Is he still vaping?
Yeah, he still vapes. Remember the old vape and chill days? Remember old Justin Chambers?
Chill.
He's like, y'all got any dick flavored vape juice in here? It's for my girlfriend. She loves that stuff. I miss OJC, man. OJC, D's nuts. Anyway, you gotta slip in a D's nuts jokes every once in a while. You know what I mean? Hashtag Drew knows, I know Drew knows. And also Tampa Win Cup. Just throwing that out there. I don't know where you were yesterday. But that's my favorite show on the radio. My friend Drew Garabo. He's my friend. We're friends. We're like really tight.
You're friends with well, I can't even say
Love that guy. Come on, man.
Drew's a good guy.
Drew is an amazing host. I'll tell you what, man. You know, a lot of people don't like Drew. A lot of people love Drew. He's got a huge following. I'll tell you something about Drew Garabo. Okay, Drew Garabo was kind enough to my friend Ryan Hoppy to give him a second chance, and AJ as well. AJ Savrilla from the Lazy Ass podcast. And Drew's been bringing them on when they're short on people, if John's sick or if Seth is out or something like that. And it is heartwarming to know that my friend Ryan has the opportunity to sit in on Garabo's giant afternoon show on the Bone. And, you know, it's nice, man.
He got to sit on Drew's giant bone. Is that what you said?
That's not what I said.
That's sort of what you said.
That's not what I said at all.
I have tinnitus.
Who doesn't? Oh, man. We're back, everybody. Little Beastie Boys for Drew. I hope you're listening. I know you are. Hashtag, I know you know. I know. Anyway. Good times had by all. Glick says, Kevin, you're too kind. This is why I love you, full homo. Thank you, Glick. I love you as well. Hair still blue, beard is amazing. I love it.
Does the carpet match the drape?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, last time it did.
I was like hesitant to ask that because I guarantee in like 10 seconds there's going to be a picture of the carpet showing up.
Well, if you play your cards right. Yeah.
Which kind of makes it a not fun page.
Yeah, if you play your cards right. Speaking of cards, man, dish out 10 real quick. If you don't mind.
Nice.
Let's do it, man. This is one of my favorite parts of the show.
Which pile?
The empty one.
The full one.
Yeah.
or the full one.
What kind of pile you need, bro? I got piles for days, man. Dude, we have so much going on. I can't wait for this, dude. All right, this is my favorite thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is the part of the show.
Hello. You people know
what time it is.
What time is it, Kevin?
It's time for the No Trump game.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, ding, bong.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, 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 bong, bong, bong.
It's time for the No Trumps game. What's up, chat room? We got Netwit, we got the Glick. Where's Spicoli at? Where's Mike Peter at? Anybody wants to join us?
Hello. You people know a lot about Trump.
Anybody wants to join us for the No Trump game? This is where we read clips, quotes, if you will, from either Donald Trump or some celebrity.
Somebody that's not Donald Trump.
Somebody not Donald Trump. And you will decide if it's Trump or said celebrity. It could be Donald Trump or it could be Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knows, man.
We try to make it as difficult as possible by sort of picking the hardest question.
Oh, the hardest ones, huh? Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good with that.
I've been doing pretty good the last couple. The first couple games.
You saw.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's good.
Yeah, I was really feeling that.
Nitwood is 55 for 55, undefeated.
He is.
Yeah, undefeated.
I think maybe he made the game or wrote it,
or he has it. Maybe I don't know, man. So Pat. I believe you can go first.
Well, do you want me to read the instructions?
No, I think we're good on that. Yeah,
because it says
I just did.
The oldest person in the room goes first,
Yeah,
and then
you.
he passes it to the person on the left.
Pass the torch, man. Yeah,
on the left.
On the left, like that song. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Remember that Beyonce song? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Do you know why it's to the left? Because women don't have any rights. Thank you. I'm just kidding. They totally do, and I support you all you ladies out there. I love you all. Oh, wow. Look who's in the chat room. VerbalCon, my favorite white American rapper. Not a mumble rapper. Very talented young man. Mr. VerbalCon in the chat room. What's up, dude? I got to type in.
Hey, can you put the chat room up on the big screen now? And I could actually
no, I can't do that.
So I could actually look at it?
No, but you can pull up the chat room on your phone, your computer.
What computer is it on?
Your computer.
No, but I mean, like, what computer
it's on the internet.
Okay, good.
So you can just go on to KevinHollyShow.com or Spreaker.com/The Kevin Holly Show and join us in the chat room.
A good opportunity.
You could do that yourself. You have a phone and a computer in front of you. And you can
go
totally
to
jump in.
victimoftheswamp.com if you're looking for ShadowNet information.
Oh, man. Every time you do that, I have to switch fucking screens, dude.
Now, we can, if I'm the wrong screen, we can simulate it. Do a voice simulation.
I would love to assimilate with you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Start the clock.
30 seconds. Here we go.
Is this is this Donald Trump or George Burns?
Ooh,
this is a
Burns.
new one, definitely for sure.
George Burns. All right.
This is gonna be tough. If you have the money, having children is great. Now, these were both quite wealthy people.
Yeah.
So, if you have the money, having children is great.
I'm going to go with Trump because Trump is all about the money.
You're absolutely correct.
Oh.
But
thank you.
Listen to George Burns' one. Don't stay in bed unless you can make money in bed. So, I could have read you that one, and it's like, I should have read you that one. You would have thought it would have been true. So you got that one for Kevin. Nice.
Thank you. I was just
all right.
Hold on, I believe I have a light applause for myself there.
A light applause. A golf clap.
Hold on, golf clap. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, 30 seconds on the board. Question number 2: Donald Trump or somebody else? Here we go.
Okay, is this Taylor Swift or Donald Trump?
I love T-Swizzle, man. We're tight, me and her. The legs on that lady, oh my God. She has maybe the most beautiful legs. Trucker Robin.
She's like 12 years old.
She's not. She's like 29. 5, I don't know. I'm just saying she's pretty. I can compliment a woman.
That's the perfect case.
Thank you.
Okay, Taylor Swift or Donald Trump?
Read the quote already.
And honestly, if somebody wants to criticize me for not being a train wreck, that's fine with me.
I'm going T-Swizzle all day.
That was Taylor Swift.
Thank you.
She is a cutie.
All right, what's up, Spicoli? All right, hold on. Let's let the chat room catch up here. Let me know when you're going to get VerbalCon back in on the show. You have an open invitation, Mr. VerbalCon. You know that. You know where we are. Of course, man. Anytime you want, dude. Specifically a Wednesday. Next Wednesday, live in studio, VerbalCon. All right, ready for question 3. You ready?
This one's going to be an easy one for you, but it's fucking funny. Is this Donald Trump or Arnold Schwarzenegger? The former governor of California, so it might not be that easy.
What's your seal number?
It's Friday. How many bald eagles did wind turbines kill today? Was that Donald Trump or Arnold
I remember this quote. Yeah, this is definitely Donald Trump, dude. Come on.
Yes, it was. But what a great quote, isn't it?
Yeah, what was
Friday? How many bald eagles did wind turbines kill today? Oh, that man is freaking amazing. All right. Okay, how are we doing in the chat room?
Very well. Nobody's answered a single question, but they're all talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, well, they all know that Nitwit's going to win.
I think if Nitwit stops answering and just says, "Yo, Rob," then he'll keep his streak alive. You know what I mean? I get it. It's cool.
All right, so we're okay to advance to the next question. Is this Angela Davis or Donald Trump?
Who that? Okay.
What this country needs is more unemployed politicians. Is this Donald Trump or Angela Davis?
Donald Trump all day.
That would be wrong.
Come on, really?
Yeah,
I'm sure he said it, though, at some point.
He probably said it at some point. But in this, what Donald Trump said is, if you can't get rich dealing with politicians, there's something wrong with you.
That's awesome. All right, 4 out of 5.
Oh, Jesus, that's why I voted for the man.
Trucker Ron got it right. Verbicon got it wrong. Oh, man.
That was sort of a tough one.
All right. Last one. Question number 5. Here
Last
we go.
one. You did pretty good, though.
Thank you.
Okay, Donald Trump or Vladimir Lenin? A lie told often enough becomes the truth. Donald Trump or Vladimir Lenin?
Vladimir or Vladimir? I want to be clear.
Vladimir. Vlad. We call him, friends call him Vlad.
Are you colluding with Vlad?
No.
I'm going to go with Trump.
That would be wrong.
Come on.
That would be Vladimir Lenin. Thanks for thinking that my president would say that. But actually, he absolutely would. Lenin pretty much, pioneered that shit right there. I did the social media component of it, IIA. These folks, Lenin, these guys had that propaganda stuff down way long time ago. Trump said in this one, I love provoking people. There is truth to that.
Okay, whatever.
So that would have been the right answer. So you got 2 right out of 5, Mr. Kevin.
Thank you. Verbicon, the winner in the chat so far.
Nice.
And Trucker Rob in a close second. I think they tied. I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Pat, are you ready?
You just go. Oh, you got the cards are in your hand.
I've got them right here. Yes, I do.
The dick is in your hand.
Oh, okay.
Tech.
Well, it's funny you say that. Oh, man, I love these. Oh, dude. All right, here we go. Question number 1 for Pat Berge. Here we go. Is this Donald Trump or Steve Wynn? W-Y-N-N.
The hotel magnet. Oh, my God. We got 2 hotel magnets.
It's a fight, a constant fight. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be tough. They've got to think alike. Go ahead.
Okay, so... nobody likes being around poor people, especially poor people.
That would be Win. My president would not say that. Okay, maybe he would. Did he say that?
Final answer?
Did he say that?
Oh, you got it.
Good.
Yeah.
I got it, yeah.
We got 2 Robs in the chat room. It's okay, Broseph. My name is Rob as well, so technically you're a winner. We got 2 winners named Rob.
Wiener.
But that makes them both losers. But you got that right, Pat. So you're 1 for 1. Trump's quote was,
faith in my president.
I love all people, rich or poor, but in those particular postings, I just don't want a poor person.
So,
wow.
That could have been him.
Okay. Spicoli asked for cock chat. Is it cock chat time already? I don't think so.
We got a couple more cards.
A couple more what, Pat? What's more important than cock
Just
chat?
keep your cock chat in your pants there.
Don't tell me how to live my life, bro. Okay? If I want to do cock chat, I'll do some cock chat. It's as simple as that, man. I can't find the cock chat button. I can't find it. I can't.
Cock chat. There you go. You found the button. That was beautiful.
No, I'm not stopping until I find it.
Got the echo. Cock chat.
Nope, I'm not going further until I find cock chat.
Cock chat.
Cock chat.
That was so loud, dude.
You're going to end up with tinnitus.
All right, Pat. Either Donald Trump or my favorite comedian, Don Rickles.
Oh, excellent.
Who the hell wants to speak about politics when I'm in front of the Boy Scouts?
Donald Trump.
Who the hell wants to speak about politics when I'm in front of the Boy Scouts?
Donald Trump.
And you'd be right. Son of a bitch, man.
Nice.
When in Rome. Nice. Don Rickles was among my friends. I'm not a little Boy Scout, and they love my humor. Thank God.
I am the Trump whisperer.
Oh, I like that. I have a story about being a whisperer. I'll tell you that after the game. Yeah, remind me. I was the cockroach
Has the statutes
whisperer.
of limitations ran out on that?
No, no.
Maybe
And if
you
it,
want to do that after the break then.
if it did, it would be
The third hour when everyone's listening.
Oh, all right. So Rob's got it right. AJG got it right. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call her in the chat. So I'm going to call her name out. She's so beautiful. Oh my God. So beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm touching myself right now. Stop it, Pat. Stop
Who
it.
is that?
Stop looking at it.
Well, I didn't know.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I'm touching myself.
All right. This is either Ellen DeGeneres or Donald Trump. You'll be saying Merry Christmas again when you go shopping. Believe me. Merry Christmas. Trump or Ellen?
Trump.
Come on.
Ellen wants to eat babies after they're born. So no, I can't go with her.
You would be correct. Donald Trump. Ellen's quote was, nothing says holidays like a cheese log.
Made of babies.
And then she danced. It was weird.
Cheese log made of babies around that.
Yeah, I got it when he said it. I was here when he said it.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah. All right. Well,
yeah, for the cheap seats. I repeat it for the cheap seats. I
really happy
repeated
about
that
this.
for the cheap seats. And I'll stop.
yeah, please.
Okay, so I'm what? 3 out of 5?
Yeah, 3 for 3 so far.
3 for 3.
Son of a gun. Trucker Rob got that wrong. Glick says, I just can't, dude. I can't even do it, man.
Maybe we shouldn't say that one.
No, I mean, no, it's fine. All right, here we go. Question number 4. Okay, either the rapper Drake or Donald J. Trump, our president.
Is he up for child molesting or something?
No, that'd be R. Kelly, and he did a
Kelly,
weather report tonight. It's going to be in the teens.
Okay,
I'll beat that like a dead horse. Dude.
that wasn't a Samuel L. Jackson slip either. Freudian slip.
No,
Maybe it was
when would Sam Jackson ever do anything like that, dude? Come on, man. Are you kidding me, man? And it's my job. It's your job. It's his
Are you the guy
job.
from the Capital One? No, I'm not.
On a daily basis. It's what I do, and I'm very good at it.
He's good at it.
Yeah,
What the fuck's that you have to do with anything?
yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Oh, we're not supposed to swear.
I know. Well, that was Sam Jackson, not us, and he makes everything worse.
Okay.
All right, next one. Here we go. Either Donald J. Trump, our lovely president, or Drake. I saw him at a cocktail party, and it was very sad because all the hottest people in New York were at this party. Donald Trump or Drake? I saw him at a cocktail party, and it was very sad because all the hottest people in New York were at this party. Drake or Trump?
Because it was sad because all the Trump.
That'd be correct.
I'm good.
4 out of 4. Already winning.
I've built the ultimate ShadowNet profile. Dun, dun, dun. You don't have to do it.
No, thank you.
I've built the ultimate profile on President Trump now. So I'm just freaking going through these like crazy. I'm going to want to miss this last one because I don't want to play that stupid hand in the box thing.
Yeah, but you're going to have to.
Because that's not a thing,
well,
dude.
if you win, you got to spin the wheel of death.
But that's not what
That's how it works. And honorary guest speaker for the last question, Pat, is
John McCain.
Metasophiles.
John McCain.
Same guy.
Same place.
Oh my God, dude. Okay, here we go.
This is either Robert Blair or Donald Trump. Are you ready, Pat?
Yes, John.
Robert Miller or Donald Trump. I would never call him short or fat. Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend. Again, I would never call him short and fat. Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend.
That's Donald Trump all day long, my friend.
That would be correct, and I'm watching you. Stop masturbating.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, no, you can. Please don't. Well done, Pat. Well done, my brother.
Thank you. I know him. I've built the perfect psychological profile on him. I know exactly what he's going to say. It all.
You suck so bad at this.
He does.
And you got 5 out of 5 tonight, man. Welcome back, Pat.
Is that the last one?
That was the last one, man.
Oh my god!
You officially are the winner chicken dinner of the No Trumps game. Way to go, Pat.
Nice. I'd like to thank all the little people that helped make this possible. That would be like pretty much Kevin. He's the only little person. So
I'm proud of you. You did so well, dude. So well. I almost want to give you more applause, man. It's just like, I can't believe it. Make America great again, man.
Nice. Mega. Bing, bing, bong.
Fucking with Will I Am in Trucks.
Bing, bing, bong, bing, 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 bong, bong.
Bing, bing, bong.
Okay, that's good. No F's given compilation.
Oh man, that was really good.
That,
I'm really proud of you. No, let's hear it. Why not? It's the No F's Given compilation.
Nothing else.
Hold on, that's a commercial.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Maybe if you pay for
You say
YouTube
why
Red,
not?
that'd be cool.
I'm just starting with the fact.
All right, well, let's see what this is, man. It might be good. It might not be good. I don't know. Do you give an F, Pat?
I don't give an F.
Okay. I do. I give lots of Fs.
What are these?
I don't know. These dudes, none of them give an F. Look at them all.
They're just all standing
front and center. That's a woman. There's one lady.
Oh, they're standing there with a tank. What are you watching?
I don't know, dude. There's a tank that's going to run them over.
There is.
Oh, it's going to stop right before them. That's not impressive at all. Yeah, whatever, dude. This is stupid. Why'd you make me watch this, dude? You know?
Why would they do that?
I don't know, man. But tonight is an in excess night because you are in excess of my toleration of your attitude.
I didn't play that video. I told you not to play it. I thought the tank was going to run down all those nicely dressed
We'll go back and
children.
look at it. Yeah, it's cool.
It's like a Beto poem. Oh, hey, pull up a Beto poem reading.
No.
Those are fucking hilarious.
Pardon your French, Pat. There are ladies listening.
Sorry.
Mothers and daughters and grandmas and stuff. Come on. What?
BETO poem reading.
Really?
Oh, dear God, yes. These are fucking hilarious.
Again.
There we go.
My mom's
Sorry,
listening.
my bad.
Okay,
here we go.
Oh, really? I'm doing this right now?
Do that one. That's
okay,
good.
sure.
And now an original poem.
Oh, these are hilarious.
By Beto O'Rourke.
This is literally really written by Beto.
I need a butt shine. Right now. You are holy, O sacred cow. I thirst for you. Provide milk.
He grabs a glass of milk. You gotta see this guy. He's dressed proper and
Buff my balls. Love the cow.
Love the cow.
Good fortune for those that do. Love me.
He needs
breathe
some milk.
my feet.
Love me.
The
breathe
cow
my
has
feet.
risen. Wax my ass.
He
Scrub
needs some
my
milk.
balls. The cow has risen. Provide milk. Oh, milky wonder, sing for us once more. Live your life, everlasting joy. Thrust your hooves up my analytic capacity.
I told you you gotta hear this. This guy's running for president?
Yes. Cheese and other
Because he's a
wonderful dairy
Democrat.
products. We will cleanse the inner intestines. We will bathe in your pungent odor.
He needs some milk.
Count my eyes. Smell my skin. Love the scarecrow and the milkman. I live only for eternity. Thirst for the undrinkable. Hold
the heat.
The heat.
I'm sorry.
Praise the doughboy at the pizza shop. Love the oxen dung.
I love the oxen dung.
He needs some milk.
I love the
That was an original poem by Beto O'Rourke.
I swear to God.
Are you kidding me?
No.
This guy's for real,
That's Dana Caller.
Oh my gosh.
They're just, they've got a hold of those. There's a couple of them that are fucking hilarious.
That is absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Oh my goodness. Is that hilarious or what?
Yeah, sure.
I told you. I told you, if you go back, there's going to be another one.
I think I'm good, man. In fact, I think I'm done with politics altogether, man.
This isn't politics. This was written pre-politics.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Shit, I'm out.
I'm out here, dude.
I know.
Show's yours, man.
Yeah, no.
It's the Pat Berge Show, everybody.
No.
See you.
Yeah. Hey, if anybody's leaving, it's me. I'm making coffee. I was actually going to leave here for a second.
You want some milk for it?
I make coffee.
He needs some milk.
Do you have creamer?
Right out of the tap.
It.
Right for you, yeah. Right out of the tap for you, buddy.
Is that Laureen Landon flavored?
Let's hope so.
Oh, my God.
I wonder what it would taste like if it was Laureen Landon's breast milk. They probably all taste the same. Have you ever tasted breast milk before, Pat?
No. It didn't sound very convincing, did it?
Oh, come on, dude.
Do it! Come on, kill me! I'm here! Come
When
on!
you answer those questions, it allows the ShadowNet to compile a more detailed profile.
Can't keep up with this, Pat. I can't keep up with it anymore, man. Oh, my God.
So you want to try to avoid letting those things
just play you out, dude.
You want to wait those. Okay. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Keep what rolling, dude? Oh, Pat's leaving to make coffee. Thanks. Yeah, right in the middle of the second hour, Pat. Just take off and make coffee. Oh, Pat's all cool now because he won the no Trump game. Now we can just take off into the hallway and plug in the Keurig machine and make his coffee.
Yeah, actually, I won. You should probably be making my damn coffee.
I'll tell you what.
Ladies and gentlemen of Dump Tower, please do not Arkansas Pat in the hallway. He is now unsecured. The door's open. Please do not kill Pat Berge. He's just making coffee. That's no. Oh my God, who's that? Oh, Pat, please, calm down. Everyone calm down. It's okay. False alarm. Hey, while you're out there, get some of that creamer, that Laureen Landon creamer. Thank you.
Wow. Anyway, I'm here alone now in the Dump Tower. It's not the first time. We're going to go ahead and refrain from any more political discussion, and we're only going to talk about Huma.
Kevin's personal life.
Hey, either in or out, Pat, okay? In or out. Story of my life, in and out. Thank you. So, it is Wednesday. What?
Do we have water?
Yeah, in the fridge, Pat. There's cold bottles of fresh Dasani water. You know, Dasani. Dasani's nuts on your face!
What are these, Kevin?
Those are airplane bottles of Lycra.
Parmesan pineapple. What is that?
That's a vodka. A whiskey.
No way, really?
Yeah, it's a whiskey.
Ew.
Yeah, drink that. But make it a suppository, Pat. I'll insert it if you like.
Yeah, I hate that.
Okay. What, you speak from experience? I hate when people put airplane bottles up my ass. Oh, sorry about that. It's the story of her life, too, when she's with Kevin. Thank you, Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob in the chat room. You know, he's been here all night with us, man. I got to tell you, I love Trucker Rob. I know Glick and Rob have had their ins and outs, in and out with Trucker Rob, in and out with whatever, man. But I'll tell you something, man. Trucker Rob is always around. He's always hitting us up on social media, joining us in the chat room, calling the show, doing all that fun stuff. Not like the other Rob, VerbalCon, who just like comes up out of nowhere and says, "Oh, yeah, I'll show up. I miss you guys. Oh, it's only been a year." That's cool, man. You're my favorite mumble rapper in Newport Richie, but no big deal. It's cool. I get it. And I'm cool with it. Glick is a cuck. Okay, cool. I don't disagree with you on that, Trucker Rob. So I'm trying to pull something up here that really goes with the motif of the show whenever Rob is here.
Thank you for getting sugar, Kevin.
It's raw sugar, because I know you like it raw. What? You know, I got one problem with this monitor that you installed, dude. It's really small font. Can you make the font bigger? Not right now. Not right now.
I can make anything bigger. If properly motivated.
What about the proper technique? Like, will you show me how?
Technique's never been an issue.
VerbalCon says, "Go fuck yourself." Thank you. I will later, because that's what I do. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that, actually. I'm in a partnership for a drug-free America. I don't know if you guys knew that. Even though our show is sponsored by marijuanagolf.com.
Kevin just wants free drugs.
I love how Pat just, like, comes in and out from the hallway. How long does it take to make coffee, dude? Like, really? There it is. There it is.
I'm actually, like, getting a little workout doing this, going back and forth.
Back and forth, in and out. Story of Pat's life. There it is.
Rob. Trucker Rob.
Yeah.
Trucker Rob.
Yeah.
Trucker Rob.
Yeah.
Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Drive trucks is all he wants to do. Drive a truck, drive a truck, drive a truck. Trucker Rob. Drive trucks because he loves you.
That's right. And Pat drives a Nissan Leaf. That's a big difference.
Not anymore.
It's bigger, like you said. Pat, what do you see? He's looking out the window. Tell us what you see out there, man. Do you see any streetwalkers? That mic's off. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. There you go. What do you see?
I'm looking for our little meth head.
Oh, really? Hold on a second. I'm calling one right now. Oh, she didn't answer because she's on the meth.
I guess he got his cigarette.
Oh. Wow, Pat, this segment is bombing much like your Nissan Leaf. Anyway. Wow. So yeah, back to the show. Pat, I've got to say that I'm really impressed with your No Trump game winning tonight. You kicked ass, which never happened ever before.
No,
it's the first time.
No, it's not. I've actually gotten all 5 a couple times. I'm like the only one to ever do that.
No, you never have.
No,
lies.
Except for Nitwit.
Those are lies.
We don't even know if Nitwit's human. He could just be he could just be part of the shadow.
He could be.
It's just this persona that's been, building a psychological profile on Kevin.
You know what? Welcome back, VerbalCon, giving us a lightning game update. That's what he used to do. The Lightning's up 4-3 on the Caps right now. Oh yeah. Cool. Tampa win cup. That's all I got to say. Tampa win cup. So, listen, Pat, I want to take you somewhere. It's been a while. We only hang out.
Parlor down the street.
Well, you can go there on your own. The last time we hung out, I took you to McDonald's after the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really like a real date,
Yeah, I paid.
Yeah, that too. And I didn't get any food. I had nothing.
No, I got something for Jay. What about the little woman something home?
I believe it was a double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger.
You're eating a double cheeseburger?
I'm eating a double cheeseburger right now.
That was audio from last Wednesday. Weird. Same thing happened about 4 years ago. So I want to take you somewhere.
No. Before you go there.
What? Where? We're not going yet. I'm taking you there later.
No, before you go
Take
there
it to
with
California.
Kevin, which could probably involve extradition.
I'll pull down my pants and show you my silk underwear and take it to California.
Before you go there.
Okay.
I wanted to mention something because a lot of people here, have been. Most of the chat room has known you guys longer than me. When I say you guys, Jay, Pops, and you, and although I've known Kevin, Chuck way longer.
You're talking in circles, man.
Jay found a letter.
Oh, it was so sweet.
That
are you gonna bring it?
These are all like people in the chat room and everything. They all
should know.
Pops.
They should know. Yeah.
Right.
This is a very special moment today.
Coolest thing.
Can I set it up?
Well, you did start out wrong because it actually happened yesterday.
Okay. All right. I'll set up today.
You set up
yesterday.
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 Jay was going through this mountain of books that Pops has.
He had a library.
He read books all the time.
He had a whole library in his room.
And he was going through the books, and he found a letter that was written to him by Pops. Best guess was back in like the 90s, right? And who's that?
Hold on, let's take this call before we get into the story real quick. Yeah, we don't get a lot of calls. It could be a question about the
All right. Do you recognize the person?
Excuse me. Yeah, of course. I recognize all the calls. Caller, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show.
Wow. Okay. Thanks.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, caller from the. Hi.
Yeah. I got a friend. He passed away, and I kind of want to pay homage to him. Okay.
Hold
Is
on.
that cool?
Can you shut that kid up in the background, please?
Hey, kid, shut up in the background.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Carry on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right, I got myself. I just thought of this. It's my Pops one line, one joke, one answer deal.
Okay, I like this.
Okay. It's a gay joke, okay?
Of course it is. Carry on, sir.
Oh, okay, here it is. My one word, one line, Pops funny joke. Kevin.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. Oh my God. I'm pretty sure that was Trucker Rob, dude. But
Kevin's like the gay whisperer.
oh, you reminded me. Nicely done. Yeah, so while you're getting your creamer from the tap, I will tell you about that story real quick. Then we'll get into this pop story. While Pat's making his coffee here, I was the proud homeowner of a tiny little house in Port Richey, Florida. And my daughter, I only had one daughter at the time. She was about a year old, and she was in her crib. And my wife at the time was at work, and it was after dark, and I had a campfire in the backyard.
Did you have those little rats?
No, this is like probably 10, 12 years ago. 12 years ago.
Hairy rat.
It's like 2004. No chihuahuas. No.
DACA kids.
So my brother and I are hanging out by the campfire, and I got the baby monitor on my belt, with a little camera. Plus, her bedroom was right there by where we were sitting, so I could just look through the window and see her in the front.
Ankle monitor?
Yeah, and she has one now. And so pretty good, pretty good, Pat. So I'm like, Filbert, let me go inside the house. I will grab us a couple of more fresh brewskis. Hang tight. I'll be right back. And while I'm in there, I will check on my daughter. So I go into the house, and I've got a couple of empty beers in one hand, and I grab a couple of fresh ones from the fridge. And I was going to throw them out in the house because I didn't want to make the noise, with the bottles hitting the trash can. So I had 4 beers in my hands, and I gently clicked open the door with my foot, and I looked in on my daughter's crib. And we had fresh carpet, fresh paint, brand new crib, brand new baby, nesting, all that stuff. And I look at my baby, and she's sleeping softly in her crib, and I'm like, "Aw." And as I turned to exit the darkened bedroom, I looked down on the floor to use my foot to, kick the door open a little bit, and there was a giant cockroach. Now, we're in Florida. I keep a clean house, but there was a cockroach, and it was a big one, man, like a bull cockroach, the kind that would survive the nuclear holocaust, Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I've got all these bottles in my hands, and I'm like, oh, and I don't want to step on it and crush it into my fresh carpet, but I could not let this cockroach just live in my child's bedroom that night. So I gently put all 4 bottles into one hand somehow, some way, and I squatted down, and I grabbed that cockroach with my fist and went and crushed it in my hand, killed it right there.
Wow.
Yeah. And I went back outside, and I told my brother.
Like Ant-Man.
Yeah. Well, my brother had been telling me...
Only smaller.
Cool story, bro.
So anyway,
how does this play into Kevin to Jay's letter?
The whisperer. You said that you were...
You're the gay whisperer.
I was the cockroach whisperer.
No, I said you were the gay whisperer.
Well,
and
when
said,
you're
well, that reminds me.
So my brother was telling me a story. Well, no, I'm sorry. I had met my brother earlier that day in the mall, and he had his baby, who was like 2 years old, in the stroller. And my brother pulled out that booger sucker, little blue little squirter thing that you suck the boogers out of your baby's nose with.
I could use one of those right now.
Oh, I got one. And so he sucked out the kid's boogers in the food court in the mall, and I was like, dude, that's so gross. And he looked up at me, and he's got like one knee on the ground, and he's like, when you have kids, you have no shame. And that was actually like 2 years earlier. And so I came out with this dead cockroach in my hand, and he's like, and I showed it to him, and he's like, oh, gross. And I said, when you have kids, you have no shame. Yeah, so I was the cockroach whisperer. So now that you're back, Pat, have a seat, grab some creamer, pull up a chair, grab a hot coffee. It's story time with Pat. So tell us about what happened with Pops yesterday. Pops recently passed away.
Yeah, he did.
That don't know.
Most of the people in the chat room remember Pops. Probably, I think they liked him better than you did. Than they liked you.
Nobody liked Pops better than me except Jay and his family. I love Pops.
No, everybody liked Pops better than you. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure, but he seemed like the glue that held the whole thing together.
He was. Yeah.
Just an amazing, freaking cool character. But at any rate, so everybody knows him. So that's why I wanted to share this because everybody on the show, everybody in the chat,
everybody loved Pops.
They loved it.
Yeah.
So Pops left a letter like from 1990. To Jay, not going to give the details of it, but it was just really amazing.
The place the letter was in.
And what was the place the letter was in?
Well, Jaybird calls me. Okay, so we go and
what book was that in?
It was a yearbook from 1952 or 54 or whatever it was. Pops' yearbook from high school, and Jaybird. I mean, we were all teared up, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Jaybird calls me into his bedroom, and he's like he always does, and he's like, "Hey, man." I want to show you something.
Like he always does.
Yeah. So, of course, I followed him with bated breath, and I was like, what's up, Jay? And he's like, I found something recently, and I want to show it to you. And he's like, look, I found my yearbook from high school. And Jaybird shows me Jaybird's yearbook from Jaybird's high school. And I was like, oh, that's cool, dude. Whatever, that's cool. And then he puts it to the side, and he's like, and underneath it, I found Pops' yearbook from Pops' high school from the 50s. And I was like, no way. And he's like, check this out. And he opens it up, and inside the yearbook was a piece of notebook paper that was, like, it looked dirty and, like, it had gotten wet.
It was an old piece of paper. He estimates it was from the mid-'90s, early 90s maybe.
So
91, 92.
He's like, read it. And I read it, and it was like a poem that Pops wrote to Jay.
Well, it wasn't really it was
a poem. It rhymed. It was a poem.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It rhymed?
It did.
I didn't see the rhyme. I just saw that it was just...
It's because you're...
It was the exact same letter I would write to my kids. That's what grabbed me.
A quintessential letter from a dad to his son.
To a dad to his son.
And it was left in an inconspicuous...
Like, can I copy that?
Yeah.
Right. Just to
That's
leave that for my kids. Yeah.
Dude, it was left in an inconspicuous place 30 years ago that, Pops knew Jay would find it after Pops
he
passed.
died. Yeah. That's literally how it started.
That's exactly what happened.
It was a letter for Jay to find after he died that was placed 90 years ago.
Not 90 years ago, in the 90s.
In the 90s,
30 years ago. This is why you didn't understand that it rhymed, because you're dumb. Well, I'm kidding. I love you.
But I'm also,
Anal? You don't know?
Yeah, that was
so the letter was sweet, and it was a full notebook page, so it wasn't like just a couple of lines. It was like a whole page, and it was in Pops' handwriting from 30 years ago, and it said, you may not have... I'm going to just kind of like... how do you say it, Pat, when you're saying something, but it's not exactly what you read?
Yeah, you're paraphrasing.
Paraphrasing, thank you. Mm-hmm. And so you are smart, see? And so paraphrasing, it said something along the lines of, growing up with me wasn't always easy. Mm-hmm. Growing up with me wasn't always bad. I'm sorry for the... I'm happy for the good times and apologize for the sad. Yeah. It all rhymed. It was so beautiful. The hair on my arm stood up. Jay teared up. I teared up. And I was just like, wow, he left that in his yearbook knowing you would find it at some point after he died. 6 months later, how long ago did Pops die?
I asked, I can't remember exactly, but I did ask Jay if it was all right if we spoke about this on the show.
Oh, thank you. Cool. You should have told me that. I didn't know. I didn't even think to ask. Yeah.
Well, you would, going back to the me being smart thing. Yeah, I would fucking ask before bringing this up. You would have got that wrong on the no pets in the no pets game.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting a bunch of love in the chat room right now.
Yeah.
Trucker Rob, Glick, everybody loved Pops, man.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, isn't that such a huge thing? That makes me so proud that we do what we do. And it's not just our personal experiences with Pops, which is so special, you know what I mean? But the fact that other people that were strangers to us back then when we started this, that are now interactive and friends. I mean, Glick spent the night at my house a couple nights. He came all the way down from South Carolina to meet with Stan and Open Mic Live, and he got to meet Matt Williams and all this stuff. It's really cool. Trucker Rob's on the docket. He's going to come down at some point too.
Yeah.
But it's so cool that we have these people like Glick, like Rob, and just and not just like I see VerbalCon in there. I already knew VerbalCon. You know what I mean? We worked together, and then I told him, I got a show. You know what I mean? But the people that I'd never met before.
Is he in SHIT also?
He is in SHIT as well. No, he's in IT now. Actually, Verbicon is a salesman, a very good one, too. He, like, leaderboard type, like, dude, I'm telling you, like, you think of Verbicon, dude, he's so good at what he does, like phone sales and whatnot, you know what I mean, that he'll take care of you. Like, he's honest about it. Like, if it's not for you, he'll still ask for the sale because that's how he gets paid, but he won't push you beyond what you're not wanting. You know what I mean? He's that kind of salesman, and he's so good at it that people come back to him and they ask him for the sale. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, very good.
You sold me, Kevin.
Yeah, well, you should hear him talk. So, anyway, so that's really special to me. That I know. I see it's time for break, but it's really special to me. And I want to thank everybody in the chat that just voiced their opinion and listened. Glick called us fags. I want to thank you for that.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for Glick calling us fags, I wouldn't know that it's a solidified fact that they actually loved Pops.
Yeah.
And for us to be able to throw Pops a microphone and enjoy his company, we got to see the tip of the spear with Pops. Everybody else got to hear it on the other end. I would almost trade that to see what that experience would be like on the other end of it. You know what I mean?
That, your father's still with you.
Yes, sir. He lives next door.
You're very blessed.
Certainly.
And I apologize profusely to your mom. I have a sense of damn humor, just like your son. She can't hold that against me.
You should apologize to my girlfriend's mom.
But I'm not allowed to go there.
You can apologize to her anytime you want, man. No, it's fine.
Apologize for not, taking it further. But no. So some people understand. My dad died on Father's Day about 25 years ago, and Jay's a good guy. Pray for him if that's something that you in the chat rooms and stuff believe in, because it's tough.
Well, and not only that,
25 years for me, but I remember, it doesn't
like
take
a
second for me to remember it like it's yesterday. But if I would have ever, and I told Jay this, I'm like, boy, if I would have ever found a letter like that at a time where I was really struggling with the loss of him, boy, whole new ball game, I think it would have been for me. You never get him back, but boy, that was just a beautiful thing, and I got to do that for my kids.
Me too, man. We all
You got to do it quick. You're way too close to me in the shadow.
I know. We're all going to get Arkansas.
Yeah, so you better update that motherfucker pretty quick.
I'm going to make a letter tonight when I go home, dude. I need a ghostwriter. I need R.Kelly to write it to my kids because he's good with kids.
Just copy what Pops wrote.
No, I would not do that.
I would. Because
it was special, but no, it's not the same. It's not the same experience.
But he could have written it.
You know what's really cool, Pat? It's like
father.
Check it out, dude.
Some of the regrets you have as a father. I was overseas like 7 years away from my kid's life, and
so you should write the letter.
And remember, one of the things that he said was, I was a better, provider, so to speak, worker than I was. I was better at work than play, and. That's me. I was, I like to think that I helped keep a roof. I provided for them, keep a roof over their head. They had a great mom who loves them and takes good care of them. But I have, that letter could have been from me. And I want to write that same thing for my kids.
It's heartwarming as heck, man. It really is. I'll tell you something, too. With Pops, he enjoyed coming onto the show. He would ask Jay to bring him here, even when he was sick. Remember, he broke his hip, and we didn't even know he broke his hip. And he came 2 shows before we had to take him to hospice to get rehab for his hip. And he's like, I'm fine, but I want to go. It's fun. I got prep. I got stuff I want to talk about. I got the Pops word, It was so awesome.
Word.
Yeah, it was so cool, dude. So, but that to me is so special in my life that my best friend's father was also one of my best friends. You know what I mean? And we got to hang out and all that stuff. And on a level that other people got to experience the conversation that we had. Like, if nobody was listening, we'd still be playing radio together. You know what I mean? It was so cool. So that all adds to it, and it was just such a special experience. And just remembering Pops after seeing that letter, literally the hair on my neck standing up right now.
Oh my
you know
God.
What I mean?
Right.
So special. All right, so Glick and Rob in the chat, both of y'all have been yucking it up about Pops in there, and I really appreciate that. Love you guys. We're going to take our final break. We're going to come back with a third hour. We got Strange News and Facebook Saved. It'll be a lot of fun. We got Pat Berge in the studio, and we'll be. Well, I gotta pull up the break music on this new laptop that kicks ass. Thanks, Pat.
It's kicking ass.
It is, man. Listen to it. Here we go. We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show.
Broadcasting across the Wigan Borough, online and all around the world. This is WBR-FM.
Just hang on, I can give you what you need. Maybe you should take your rest and rewind. We won't come to those who try to be. Just to hold on now to the day. It tastes like tea, that little flavor. We also get waiting for the savior. Like that strong, we want it out. But we keep on getting in the way. Oh, so just hang on. I can give you what you need. Maybe you should take a rest anyway. Well, I've got to lose you. Try to play. It's best to hold on now to the train. It tastes like tea. That little boyfriend, we also did waiting for the singer. Like that strength, we want it out, but we keep on getting it
You beta tested this and somebody said she would like it?
Perfect.
Music from the 50s right up to today. This is WBRFM.
Dear Chasey Lane, I wrote to explain I'm your biggest fan. I just wanted to ask, could I eat your ass right back as soon as you can? You've had a lot of dick, had a lot of dick. I've had a lot of time, had a lot of time. You've had a lot of dick, JC, but you ain't had mine. Dear Chasey Lane, I wrote to complain, you never wrote me back. How could I ever eat your ass when you treat your biggest fan like that? You've had a lot of dick, had a lot of dick. I've had a lot of time, had a lot of time. You've had a lot of dick, JC, but you ain't had mine. Dear Chasey Lane, I wrote to constrain, this letter is my last. As your biggest fan, I must demand you let me eat your ass. You've had a lot of dick, had a lot of dick. I've had a lot of time, had a lot of time. You've had a lot of dick, JC, but you ain't had mine. P.S. Mom and Dad, this is JC. JC, this is my mom and dad. Now show them titties. Now show them titties. P.S. Mom and Dad, this is JC. JC, this is my mom and dad. Now show them titties. Now show them titties. Would you fuck me for blow?
Life sucks, then you die, and your soul gets sucked into the sky. Birds sing, I wonder why. You eat a bowl with cereal inside. You're late for your class. You'll walk in the halls without a pass. Big deal. Big deal. Time flies, time crawls. You're a prisoner trapped between its claws. Life sucks sometimes. You gotta learn to live between the lines. Your feet are on the ground, but the world keeps spinning you around. Big deal. Big deal. big deal. Don't be worried, don't be down. I'll be your stupid happy clown. Keep your chin up in the air. Shake your body like you just don't care. Birds sing, babies cry. Life sucks, then you die. Big deal. Big deal. Big deal.
Person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
This summer, go where no man has gone before.
Welcome back, everybody. Wow, what timing do we have tonight, Pat? It's like we come up the elevator and it's this radio guy, blah, blah, blah. It's like perfect timing every time, man. There's something special about tonight. I'll tell you what. I know my mic's a little hot. I'm turning it down right now. Oh, man. Hot mic. Whew. So, yeah, Slingshot Robot, baby. Some Murder the Crow on the break there. A lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. So welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. We are in the final segment, and we're going to do something that, I love to do on the show. But first, I want to thank our friends at the IRN Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com. Mike Peter, the best program manager and radio legend that I know besides Spicoli. Holy crap, man. Good times, man. So, yeah. Check us out every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the IRN Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com. Get the app. The IRN app is awesome. It's so easy to listen to. It's so cool. I love it. Also, our friends out there in London, in the Wigan Borough. It's like the Bronx of London. We're watching you.
Wigan Borough.
Down 999. Yeah, and our friends in Boston at GAG 109 FM and our newest affiliate, 24.7 Stream. Welcome, everybody. Thank you to the Lazy Ass Podcast listeners for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show. And stick around at 11 o'clock tonight for the John LeBang Show coming up next. But before that happens, we've got a little bit of time to have a little bit of fun, baby. A little Beastie Boys action for you. Good times, man. Good times. I really appreciate that last segment, Pat, that last little bit at the end of the second hour before the break, talking about Pops. Gotta love that, man. Gotta love that man.
If you excuse me, I'm in the shadow net right now. I'll be right back with you.
So we're back live, and we're going to have a lot of fun for the last segment here, because I've got some stuff loaded up. You know what I like to do. We like to do Facebook Saved, and we like to do strange news. Now, I've got some strange news lined up, and without further ado, Pat, let's get right into it.
I'm back.
You're back. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Strange News on the Kevin Holly Show. All right, Pat, you know that part of my job, my day job, is inspecting sewer lines, cammering.
Yes, you are the SHIT technician.
Information technology.
Yes.
Yeah. I do run a high-tech, expensive piece of sensitive digital equipment. I'm a pipe inspection camera technician.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I do inspect new residential new construction sewer lines.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure there's nothing construction debris, things like that. Of course, I never mention the company I work for because out of respect.
You are SHIT, I am IT.
Yeah.
We're in very similar fields. Yours just smells worse.
Yours smells like the swamp, though. Oh, hey, thank you. Yeah, I'll be here all day. So, this story comes out of all places, Florida.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
They tried to flush that little critter or something.
A Florida man calls 911 after finding an iguana in his toilet. Now, Pat, have you ever been to Key West?
No, but I just moved into Jay's. I found some pretty strange shit in the shitter.
Oh, you guys are roommates now. That's so cool. So, check this out. The man found an iguana inside his toilet bowl and he called 911. Fort Lauderdale Fire Rescue responded to the man's home and removed the lizard from his toilet. Are they lizard people?
Why would you need to call like the freaking fire department. You know, what if somebody had a heart attack and died because you couldn't extract a lizard from the shitter? That would at best be a call to Kevin.
It was a big lizard, Yeah, right. Yeah, someone's like, "Hey, just call me. I'll come. I'll camera that thing
out there. He'll YouTube the whole thing."
Yeah, they got a picture of it. I don't YouTube my camera.
And it wasn't like stuck down in the pipes or nothing.
No,
it was just freaking sitting there. Pick the damn thing up or flush it. There's another thought.
You could.
Although
it's an
it was
option.
pretty big.
Yeah,
it would be like
you came up, you can go back down.
It would be like
up and down.
It'd be like the water park over at Busch Gardens for a lizard. And he would spin the other way if he was
really bad.
That's what she said.
You got to get a cricket noise button there for sure.
Okay. I can do that.
There you go.
You ask, you shall
Keep that one handy.
I will. So the firefighters then they took the iguana outside and let it go. They just released it outside.
If they would have lit it on fire, they might have been able to make some extra coin.
Lizard on fire in Lauderdale.
Yeah, well, they're a fire department. I think, do they get paid based on
what fires they put out? Yeah, you put out.
You
fires.
If you go and you're a fireman and there's no fire, I don't think you're getting a bonus that day. So light the lizard on fire.
Spicoli says I'm out.
It tastes good that way too.
Spicoli says I'm out. See you Friday, Kevin, in the chat room there. By the way, we have a chat room available. Spreaker.com/Kevin Holly Show or KevinHollyShow.com. Bro, you know what he says? See you Friday. You know what that means? You know what that means? You know what that means?
I don't know.
I will be co-hosting Spicoli.tv Friday night.
Oh my God.
This coming Friday in 2 days.
Oh my God.
I cannot wait.
Oh my God.
This will be my third time co-hosting with Spicoli because Smitty's on a cruise with his wife, his beautiful wife. My wife! His beautiful wife. And I can't wait. Dude, I'll tell you something, man. I know we're doing this bit right now, but I just, because Spicoli's out, I got to tell you, I absolutely love and live for Spicoli.tv. I know I don't get to always be in their chat room. I listen to the replays when I'm not in the chat.
Really close.
Really close. Like so close. Like super tight.
Will this be live streamed on RedTube?
Spicoli.tv. Vaughn.
Well, will there be? That's the one everybody else. Will there be like
maybe
the paid one?
Depends on what happens. I don't know. Yeah, I'll tell you something though. Every time I go to Spicoli's shed, they do it out of the shed. Now Spicoli's been doing this show for like 45 years, and dude, it's amazing. I cannot wait. I get to sit next to Spicoli on HD live TV. You know what I mean? Mm. And it is. Every time is so hilarious. It is so much fun. I laugh so hard I cry.
Well, I think his is actually a comedy show.
I'm pretty sure it is, dude. Yeah, we'll probably do some shopping with Craig. I love that. I love that bit, dude.
Maybe watch a few comedy shows before you go, and you won't be so much shock when you get there.
You're such a dick, dude. I hate you. It didn't even work. That's how bad you suck at comedy. Yeah, you can't even ring a bell, dummy. Oh. There it is. You still suck. So that'll be a lot of fun. So tune in Friday night, 9 o'clock sharp, Eastern Standard Time, SpicolliTV.com. SpicolliTV.com. That's all I got to do. And get in there. Get in the chat room.
How do you spell Spicoli?
Spicoli. Spicoli.
That was racist.
That's not his name. Spicoli.
It's just the way you said it.
Whatever. It's so much fun. I'm telling you. Friday night, cancel your plans. Mm-hmm. If you're at dinner with your wife, tell her, hold on, I got to go to the bathroom, and sit there on the bowl like a turtle on a log.
Your Asian massage therapist?
Sure. Yeah, whatever.
It's by the hour, like $60 or something.
She might do it for free if Spicoli TV's on, because it's so much fun. And happy ending every time. Just throwing that out there. Every single time. It's always a happy ending. I'll tell you, it's so much fun. It really is. So anyway, that being said,
Spicoli TV comes with a happy ending, doesn't it?
That's what I just said, Pat. I was here when I said it. Were you here when I said it? Because I think you were.
You suggested it.
Stop looking at me like, stop looking at my dick!
You suggested it.
Stop looking at my dick!
I clearly said it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I went off the beaten path. It's definitely a beaten path. But if you could, for real, refrain from looking at my dick, that'd be great.
Stop looking at my dick!
Is that what we're doing?
Stop looking at it!
Just try it.
Stop looking at my dick!
Mine's bigger.
Actually, it's probably not.
I mean my megaphone.
Oh, yeah. No, my...
My megaphone.
Stop! I got tinnitus, dude. Thanks. Oh, stop! Okay. Thank you for breaking my board. That red light got so hot it just burnt out.
Megaphone.
Yeah, thanks. MAGA phone. Oh, thank you.
MAGA. Trump train.
Oh, MAGA phone. So, anyway, the fire department shared pictures of the iguana on social media, Pat. And there he is. He's cute.
Oh, he's adorable. He's in a shitter.
So, get this, dude. Wait, hold on. The man reportedly...
He's currently classified as a floater.
The man reportedly called Florida Fish and Wildlife first, but was told the agency does not respond to those type of calls. That makes no sense.
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
Why?
They were calling the guy an idiot. They're saying, get the freaking iguana out of your shitter yourself.
Yeah, you better call the fire department instead. That's their solution.
Iguana.
That's stupid.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's not like a freaking, python or something.
Every time I go.
It's a damn iguana.
It's a python. Just saying. Okay, so that happened, and of course it happened in Florida. So what else do we have for strange news, Pat? How about this? I like this, man. This is kind of cool. All right, I think anybody could do this, man. A man uses nude mannequins to send a message to his nosy neighbor. That's right, you heard it right. Mm-hmm. A man used nude mannequins to send a message to his nosy neighbor.
What was the message?
Well, let's find out, Pat. Good question. In Santa Rosa, California, Jason Windus gave his California neighbor something to look at during a dispute over the height of a backyard fence. Naked mannequins having a garden party. Mm-hmm. 4 of the fashion dummies. You're a fashion dummy, Pat.
Yeah, I thought that was adorable. I was thinking, wow, can I have one of those in my backyard?
Oh, make a fashion dummy robot.
We could put one in Jay's backyard in the fence.
I like that.
Naked mannequins.
Mm-hmm.
We could just use the ones he's got in his closet.
Yeah.
The inflatable.
Yeah, most people have skeletons in their closets.
Bring him in when it gets windy.
Yeah. 4 of the fashion dummies are seated in wicker chairs around a matching table. Another is standing with its arms over its head and shamrocks over its breasts.
Yeah, it's like the dog's playing poker, but not.
They're playing Pokem.
Dog's playing Pokem.
What do you call it? A gay Jamaican? A Pokemon.
Pokemon.
They wanted me to tear down my fence to see inside my yard, and now they get to, is what he said. You want to see what's behind my fence? Naked mannequin garden party. Yeah.
Careful what you wish for.
Exactly. Windus said he was building a 6-foot fence at his home. Build that fence!
Build that fence! Another wall
Build
issue.
that fence! Build that fence! Build that fence!
Oh, stop. You're too close to the microphone.
Build that fence.
Is this your first day?
Build that fence. Build that fence. Build that fence.
Jump train.
Why does...
Why what? Why does what? Why come?
Why am I still talking through a megaphone?
Why come every time you talk to your microphone?
I'm talking through a megaphone. So why is it every time there's an issue with, walls around, borders, it's in California?
I don't know, man.
Apparently, we've got a whole other issue here. Should Trump get involved with this? I think we should get Trump involved.
They blame him for everything else. I mean, thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
So, the hand-scrawled sign on top of a nearby wooden barrel reads, "Reserved seat for the nosy neighbor that complained about my fence to the city." So he invited his neighbor to sit down.
Nice.
Oh, that's a really nice neighborly move. Yeah, it's a good Samaritan, They got hang out with us. We're having a naked mannequin garden party. You're invited.
Nice.
So Windus said he was building this fence. He got a letter from the city saying it violated an ordinance limiting such barriers along sidewalks to 3 feet. So he had to lower this fence 3 feet.
I don't know if there's an ordinance for the damn thing. You're the one that chose to live in California.
I suppose, yeah. Nitwit in the chat room says he's listening. His daughter's listening, too. I feel sorry for your daughter. I'm sorry. What's your daughter's name? I would love to say hello to her live on the air. Hello, Nitwit's daughter.
This just got awkward.
Well, that's what I do, Pat. I make it awkward.
Like 5?
No, dude. Nitwit's like 70, so... What?
Well...
That's why he's so smart, dude.
They have, like pills and shit that, you know.
Yeah, use curse words with a 5-year-old.
He could
Way to go, Pat. Way to go.
You know, he could have, you know.
How about this one? A no paper jam.
65.
Printer ink spills blots on interstate lines. A truck carrying in Atlanta. A truck carrying 40,000 pounds of printer ink overturned on an Atlanta interstate, closing all lanes on an outer loop for 4 hours. That's 55,000 gallons of ink.
If it was it like for a laser printer?
Really?
Because if it was, it would, you know, you would really need to set it with toner.
I don't like your tone, Pat.
I don't like your tone.
At all. I don't like your tone. Hello, Nikki. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
So that didn't
Sweet
seem...
Nikki.
Hi, Nikki. That didn't seem to be very environmentally sensitive.
No. All lanes on I-285's outer loop were closed while crews used sand and dirt to soak up the ink. What about kitty litter, you know? Ooh. R.Kelly likes kitty litter. Thank you.
Kitty. Yeah, Dee.
I'll be here all night. So, WSB-TV, we are affiliated with them, reports that traffic was still backed up all the way to Smyrna. Get that? See what I did there? Smyrna. Because they smeared ink all over the highway. You know? Remember that video you watched in high school, Blood on the Highway?
Oh,
you know?
my God.
About not drinking and driving?
No,
Smyrna.
I missed that one.
Don't haul ink and get cut off and spill your ink. I bet Trucker Rob was the one behind this. He's behind a lot. Yeah. So it's unclear whether anyone was injured or to whom the ink belonged to. Well, if they were injured, you wouldn't know because they were covered in ink. You know?
In every car, imagine the cars driving through that. Oh my God! What colors what colors spilled? Was it like
blue.
RGB?
No, it was
the full red, green, blue.
No. It was Greek blue, and it was octopuses.
Or was it a 4-color process where you had a cyan, CMYK?
Cyan, yeah.
Cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Black
Were
is
you in
represented by K.
cyan operations with the shadow net?
So, yeah, it would make a mess out of it. Any pictures of that? That'd be cool. It'd be like a huge Rorschach.
What do you see here? I see a donkey, and I see it looks like somebody murdered somebody. What do you see here? I see another person that murdered a donkey.
I see a driver losing his job.
Pigeons.
Go where no
man that's going to be a hell of a cleanup mess. Or do you just leave it, let it dry, and... You know,
it's like you repave the highway.
The highway's like $1 million a mile or something, isn't it?
I don't know.
These things are probably more than that now. That's old school.
Maybe they stumbled upon that's how the Greeks could paint the bridges. Just spill printer ink over the bridge. Just woohoo, blue bridge. You know, if bridge painters are Greeks paint bridges. That's what they do, right?
Really?
Yeah. Well,
I thought they just
why
cook goat cheese in Yaldopa.
No, that's not goat cheese. That's Cafe.
It's Casserie cheese.
No, it's not. It's
you use Casserie cheese.
No,
goat cheese.
You use Cafe
for Saganaki?
Cafe
No, you use Saganaki. You use goat cheese.
No, you don't use goat cheese, dude.
Oh, my God.
I worked at a Greek restaurant, Pat. I know what I'm talking about.
I know. You were a seaman on a Greek man's... You were a Greek man's seaman.
Okay. You can cook your goat cheese, and I'll cook the Cafe Gravaria. And we'll see whose is better.
All right.
Next week, Wednesday night, the OPA Challenge. Saganaki Challenge. You can bring your goat cheese. I'll bring. You need to borrow like $8 to get goat cheese. I got you. I'll buy the goat cheese. You can cook it, and we'll cook it on the Keurig machine, and we'll fry it up.
Keurig machine.
Yep. And we'll throw a little brandy on it, and we'll light it on fire and yell OPA, and then we'll do a taste test, and we'll see who's a blind taste test.
What's the brandy? It's like that licorice
brandy. It's a
licorice. It's a licorice brandy that you use on it.
Brandy.
No.
It's called brandy.
It's a licorice.
You're thinking of ouzo.
Ouzo Otoxa, yes.
They don't use ouzo.
Flambe it with ouzo.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, ouzo is a sipping drink. It's like the Greek equivalent of Jägermeister.
You flambe it with ouzo.
You don't flambe it, first of all. Second of all, you don't use ouzo.
You pour
Third of all, you don't use goat cheese, you dumbass.
You pour ouzo on it.
What kind of Greek restaurant do you go to?
On top of the casserie cheese.
You go to Mr. Greek or some shit, dude?
Well, they were actually Albanian. They didn't get along with the Greeks very much.
You're not eating Saganaki, you're eating Nagasaki. You have no idea what you're doing.
Nagasaki.
Yeah, that's Nagasaki, you dumbass.
That's on the other side of the planet.
What do you cap it off with at the end? Do you have a little bukkake lava when you're done? Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'll do that every week. So I've got another one here. A high pursuit, LA area pursuit suspect. What did he do? Don't look at it. Don't look at my dick. You already looked at it.
When you say don't look at it, you got to look at it. It's sort of like a car crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of car crash.
Oh, what's up? What's outside? Oh, an ambulance.
Is there a little meth head back? No, it's an ambulance.
Another ambulance.
Well, it could be pick up meth head.
Yeah. Slow down. No, they're in a hurry. So, okay, in Los Angeles, a law-breaking turned into breakdancing at the end of a Southern California vehicle pursuit. TV news helicopters were overhead Tuesday night when a suspect pursued by the California Highway Patrol, the CHIPS.
You're Punch. You're my
John.
Punch.
You're John on Punch. It's perfect. Oh my God, and we both ride bikes, dude.
We do.
And mine's got 3 headlights.
Oh my God.
It's perfect. Oh my God. So...
We should just jump out on 19 after the show.
Chips finally surrendered this guy, but he broke out into a 10-second dance before he got handcuffed. The pursuit began in the Calabasas area, headed east on US 101 into Los Angeles, then north on Interstate 405, where the motorist exited the freeway in the San Fernando Valley. It's a great valley out there.
It's a great valley.
A really nice Walmart there.
Not really.
Chip's cruiser finally bumped the car and spun it out. They called it a pit maneuver. Yeah. And the driver got out with hands up. It did not appear to be fully complying with officers that were pointing guns at him. So what did he do? At the scene, he became illuminated.
I always recommend compliance.
Dude, the helicopter spotlight illuminated him, and he suddenly busted out into breakdancing.
Michael Jackson going on.
No, Michael Jackson did not breakdance. You can't get anything right. What? What? Did not
Michael
breakdance.
Jackson pioneered it.
No, he did not pioneer it. No, he did not.
He did the little moonwalk.
No, moonwalking was Motown.
That's breakdancing.
A guy that lived 8 miles from 8 Mile outside of Detroit. 88 miles from 8 Mile. Pat
the moonwalk.
How do you not know Motown? No, not at all.
The moonwalk was the first break.
No.
Oh, he's gone. I win.
Ask his daughter, Nikki, who invented breakdancing? Michael Jackson or...
Michael Jackson?
No.
Of course he did.
No, he did not.
He invented the moonwalk.
That's not breakdancing.
It led to it like smoke.
No, it may have happened afterwards. That's like saying that Leonard Skinner invented new wave country because that happened after. No, Pat, you're fired. I'm sorry, we can't do this anymore.
But I love Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner, you can't get anything right, dude. What happened to you? You're so sharp in the first 2 hours. Jeez, man. Cheese and rice, man. Kavari cheese and rice, dude. Kasali cheese. What is it?
Cheese.
Kahali cheese. Kahali cheese, man.
It's casserie cheese.
Oh, whatever, man. It's not Opa cheese, though. I'm gonna ouzo in your face. I'm gonna ouzo in your face and then punch you in the nose and give you a strawberry shortcake bukkake lava.
You know nothing.
What?
Yeah,
I know enough to correct you that Michael Jackson.
Brush up on this shit.
I'll brush up on your
real
face.
Show Friday.
Yeah? What for? What? Spicoli?
Yeah, you better.
I'm all over it.
Straighten your act up before getting on the real show.
My act is so straight, dude. You have no idea. No idea.
That's not going to impress
You're
him.
so gay you can't recognize how straight my act is. See? Yeah. No words.
Yeah.
You got no words. Yeah, I got words. I got the best words. Yeah. Your words? Wrong. Your words are so wrong. I got the best words. Your words suck.
You really do have a beautiful voice for
it's not the voice. It's not even the voice, dude. It's about my words being correct and your words wrong.
Well,
Wrong.
We'll just
see. Ask the president.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million. Wrong.
I think you've just been
words. I had the best words.
Too long.
I am the least racist person that you have ever met.
You're wrong, Pat, and I'm right. That's just how it is.
Well, you just
accept it.
You've just been a Greek man seaman too long.
I've seen some Greek men. It's different. Again.
You've seen Greek seamen.
What?
You used to work with Greek seamen.
That was called... Do you know?
The dolphin boat.
No. Do you know? What do you put on your gyro? Or you probably call it gyro.
I think Greeks are like...
What do you...
Up the butt.
The sauce, what do you put on it? The sauce boss?
Gyro.
No. What do you put on it?
Gyro. Oh, tzatziki.
I'm sorry, what?
Tzatziki.
Wrong.
No. Tzatziki.
Wrong.
It's tzatziki.
Ask Google. Ask Google.
It's not tzatziki.
Ask Google. Google
Okay,
will pronounce it.
I will do that. I will totally do that. I'm done. The show's
Tzatziki.
over. I don't even care.
Tzatziki.
It's not tzatziki. I cannot wait for this, dude. Oh, man.
TZ.
I cannot wait for this.
Tzatziki.
Ready? I even spelled it right.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting it.
Pronunciation.
Oh, Pat, you correct me one more time. I swear to God. Okay, here. Ready?
There you go.
Here we go. Coming up right now. How to pronounce it. According to the correct way for an English speaker to pronounce tzatziki is tzatziki.
Play the damn thing.
How did you say it?
Tzatziki.
Bullshit. You just read that.
That's how I said it.
No, it's not.
Tzatziki.
You said tzatziki is what you said.
Tzatziki.
No.
Play it.
I'm about to, Pat. Okay, how do I play it?
Scroll down.
I'm scrolling. Oh, man. It's hard without a mouse.
There you go.
How to pronounce tzatziki. Here we go. I can't wait.
Tzatziki. Or Greek pronunciation, tzatziki.
Oh.
Tzatziki.
You were
Greek
way off.
pronunciation.
And you're the one that's, the Greek semen.
Anyway, you want some tzatziki sauce? Because you can have some right out of the tap, baby. That's all I'm saying.
How about some gyro?
It tastes like cucumber for a reason, Pat.
How about some gyro meat?
It's not gyro meat, dude.
Didn't that piss you off?
What's in the gyro meat? Oh, you made me say it.
Lamb. You said gyro.
I know. I was here when I said it.
It's the worst when a customer comes in and calls it gyro. You're like, are you fuck? You want to just say,
I don't even care.
Get the fuck out of the restaurant.
I just want them to order something better.
Get the hell out.
Like, get a moussaka. Get a pasticcio.
Get the hell out.
Don't get out.
If you're going to pronounce it gyro, get the hell out.
Gyro.
It's gyro.
Gyro.
Yeah, better yet.
Gyro.
I can scare them a little bit with it.
Gyro.
Right? That's how the Greek order it.
Yeah. That's how the Greek order it.
Yeah, the Greek Nazi.
They don't. No, the Greeks don't order gyro.
No, that's how. Well, with the Greek chef. Gyro.
You mean the Mexican Amzi in the back?
No, he was saying gyro.
No, he was saying. How do you say it in Spanish?
No me jola puñeta.
I'm so done, dude. I just want to go home. Oh my God. What else we got in strange news there, Pat? Dozens of rattlesnakes removed from under a Texas home.
What's up with all these critters tonight?
I don't know, man. In Albany, Texas, a Texas homeowner who reported seeing a few snakes under his home actually had dozens of rattlesnakes living under his house. Big country snake removal. Bro, I got a new idea for a business. Big country steak removal.
Steak removal.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah.
Sure, medium rare. I'll eat that. I believe those are called like hobos.
They said the homeowner crawled underneath his home after strong winds disrupted his cable TV service. He saw a few snakes and quickly crawled out and contacted the snake removal company. He's like, I got these goddamn snakes under my home. Sorry, I don't mean to curse the Lord's name. I'm working on it, Pat. I'm trying to get better. I am. Every day I get better.
Not so sure he's forgiving you.
Workers later pulled 40. He always forgives, Pat. He always forgives. I'm one of God's children, and he will forgive me as long as I'm a good Samaritan, Pat. Thank you.
Well, I think it's more than that. But okay, you're on a good start. You got a good start going.
You know where you lie in this situation, Pat? I'll tell you right now.
God's going to put a cancer in the butthole. God's going to put a cancer in the butthole of every sodomite. Every sodomite's butthole will get cancer in the butthole. It'll burn and burn and burn. They won't be able to sit down because of the burning in their butthole. He can't sit down. He's got a burning in his butthole. He's got a fire. He's got a flame coming out of his butthole. God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. If you thought that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet until you see the flaming butthole. Your butthole will be flaming and you will not be able to sit down. until you have a flame coming out of your butthole. And there'll be people walking around all over America with flames coming out of their butthole. And everyone who takes it up the rear, everyone who has a penis injected in his butthole, when that penis comes out, the flame will start burning. Because ain't nobody gonna stick no penis in that flame. That flame will be an eternal flame coming out of the butthole of every sodomite. Flame coming out of the butthole, flame coming out of your butt. That man pulls that penis out of you, a flame is going to come out, and nobody will ever stick a penis in your butthole again because it will be on fire. You ain't seen nothing till you see the flame coming out of T.D. Jake's butt. Lightning bug got a flame coming out of his butt. All flames shooting out of their behinds. You're going to see the power of God. Flame of fire is going to come out that butthole.
That's where you stand, God, Pat. And I feel sorry for you, but I would forgive you.
Gonna go into.
I'll be forgiven, but you're done.
After that one, who clicked play? Gone. Who do you think is going to hell for that one?
Well,
Say hi to John for me.
Oh, man.
Sorry, call it like I see it. Call it like I see it.
So you need Jesus, Pat. You really need to stop with the penis in the bottle.
Well, I haven't seen any real evidence of people walking around with flames coming out of their butthole. He seems to have information that we are not privy to.
Well, no, but he's warning you specifically.
You named somebody. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. Is your nickname maybe? I don't know.
Maybe a friend of his.
Okay, I feel bad now for all the people that were paying attention to the Shadow Net and tuned to this.
Yeah, I'm glad we cleaned it up this week for Ian.
So anyway, back to the snakes, Pat. Snakes will begin slithering out from underneath the Texas homes as the weather warms up, increasing the risk of snake bites in their buttholes. They'll start emerging. I can't do it anymore. And that's it for Strange News, everybody. Thank you.
We got to find one more. We got one more. What do you got? Go back. Oh, we got.
VerbalCon says he'll be here next week. I'm cool with that. Are you good with that?
Who?
It doesn't matter. I'm the host. VerbalCon will be here next week, sitting live in the studio. Flames coming out of his butthole.
I don't think that's acceptable.
Maybe no flames, but I don't want no flames.
We need to get the pastor in.
What? No.
Yeah, we do.
No, you're good.
And we gotta tease. Can we tease?
Yeah.
Not saying anything, but I showed Kevin.
Uh-oh.
I got a great response from. A really smart guy, who I will remain nameless till it's confirmed.
Why are we talking about it then?
But I got a really great response from this guy who I sent a request. He is big. And he's excited. Kevin, did he say he was excited to do an interview? Trump Train, did he say he was excited to do an interview? Yes, did.
Yeah.
He's also, if I'm not mistaken, he's got like a comedy thing. So maybe he could give Kevin
some
a few
pointers. Yeah, that'd be great.
But that's awesome. This guy's freaking. This guy's really good, really with it together. So hopefully that will come through.
You don't know that.
Well, I know, but hopefully that will come through. No, I've listened to his...
Hopefully he'll be funny.
I've listened to his stuff. I'd have to thank... Sue gave me the idea to reach out to him. So, Sue, if you're listening...
we're all going to die in 12 years anyway. Because the world, global warming is going to kill us all.
Oh, yeah. We got the...
Running for Congress was never in the plan. It was never in the cards. It was never...
here we go. A little AOC, Pat. A little compilation.
And if we work our butts off to make sure that we take back all three chambers of Congress, all three chambers of government, the presidency, the Senate, and the House in 2020, we can't start working in 2020. I can't let
January 3rd, January 4th.
We're all going to die, Pat.
What is that behind her head?
They don't actually inaugurate Congress people. They swear them in.
And then she went on to say that she was going to get inaugurated on the 3rd and then start signing bills on the 4th.
In all
you don't get inaugurated and
I
you don't
joke
sign bills.
about
The president will sign the bills
support
that you
shit with her. It's funny. I actually think it's great, though. I actually think it's great. That's what our country is built on. She's representing a district, right? And that's how those people think, and they want her to represent her, and, God bless her. She got up there, she won, she beat some guy who was a freaking big-time incumbent. And even though I don't agree with a damn thing she says, very
I'm not
cool.
playing you out.
Very cool.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So that is cool.
American by birth and Southern by the grace of God means that everything I do it right.
Come on, Pat, sing it. Woo! Come on.
New York and California, you can go and have your fun, but down here I got a list of what I like.
I like that. Don't bump.
Come on, Pat.
Eating tater tots and pussy, sucking around and doing tit. Kick my grandma in his nutsack, then I suck my boss's dick. Fuck my cousin in her asshole before I finish on her tits. Then I shoot my neighbor's cat, I love that redneck shit.
Pat, this is what the country was founded upon. Redneck shit, Pat.
You can make your jokes up and giggle all you want, but my friends and me, man, we don't give a lick.
Don't give a lick.
You can read this and the bitch fell off. That's a sticker on a bike, sure, but it's also a tattoo inked on my dick. Taking pictures of my mom while she's trying to take a shit. Then I'm throwing rocks at cripples and I laugh when they get hit. Pull my picture out at Walmart, then I pop my sister's zip. Checking off my neighbor's dog, I love that redneck shit.
That's what it's all about, man. I'm going to take that AOC crap, scratch it, just like my man down at that Greek restaurant, scratching his balls. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Kevin Hart Show. This song goes out to everybody out there in Tarpon Springs. I want y'all to enjoy a little Wheel Walker Jr.
People think we're crazy, man. They think we're all insane. Take a visit and I swear you'll never leave. You can stay at Grandma's house. She'll cook you up some country ham. And after dinner you can nibble on her sleeve. Meet a pity at the swap meet, then I fuck her for a bit. Shove a dildo up my asshole. They can fit. Buy a bunch of nudie magazines for once.
I'm sorry, Pat. You have something to say?
Is there going to be like a memo on the purpose of this content here at the moment?
Yeah, that's what the country was founded upon. Redneck shit.
Well,
no,
you know,
maybe
like, 5 minutes on it.
I don't know. We're almost done.
Well, yeah. So
what? Any final words, Pat? Final thoughts? What do you got to say? Yeah. Get some links. You had a big interview tonight.
Victimoftheswamp.com. Got
Check
an
it out.
interview tonight. I got several interviews coming up over the week. Hopefully we're going to set something up with our mystery interviewer that will be really big and really cool.
Oh, like the unknown comic, like me. Yeah, cool.
And they did the guy's a comedian too, so that'll be cool.
We have nothing in common.
And no, nothing. And I got an Indiegogo site set up.
Oh yeah,
working on the second book. So go to victimoftheswamp.com. Absolutely could use your help with everything with this. Share it.
Yeah.
And also read it and learn.
Hey, man.
Things are about to change.
In all honesty, a great song by the Murder the Crow. You should follow Patrick Berge on social media, and also join the Facebook group called The Swamp. And you get a little bit of a licking. I was fitting to get a licking on my hang down, but Pat turned around and hit me with a smooth. It was weird. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening. The show is about to be over. I want to thank everybody at the IRN one more time. Stick around after the Kevin Holly Show on IRNbroadcast.com or get the app, the IRN app, IRN, Internet Radio Network. John LeBang coming up next. Now, John LeBang's got something coming up in April that I did a voiceover for. I believe it's called The Adventurers or something like that. I did a couple voiceovers for him. I love doing that stuff, John. Dude, anytime you want. So you can check me out on that. If you follow John LeBang, Lebang, on Facebook, one of the most talented broadcasters out there. Also, our friends at Open Mic Live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Open Mic Live, the show, openmictheshow.com. Our friends, nitwit.tv, will be right after that show at 9 Central, 10 Eastern on the IRN. Also, SpicoliTV.com Friday night. I'll be co-hosting, baby. I can't wait. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. So thank you all for listening.
Bookmark it immediately.
Thank you, everybody in the chat room. Thank you, marijuanagolf.com. Thank you, Glick, Trucker Rob, VerbalCon next week. That'll be so cool.
Fuck you, Trucker Rob.
Fuck you, Trucker Rob. Go to hell. Screw Nitwit.tv. Also, our friends at the Lazy Ass Podcast, AJ out there, all those guys are fun. Good times. Shout out to Ryan Hoppy. His cat died. He had his cat for like 17 years or something like that. Ryan's been killing it at the Bone. He's my buddy.
Kid around 17 years.
Yeah, he was really sad. He's a good dude, man. I like that kid. Mike Peter, again, thank you for everything you've done for the show. Gag 109 FM in Boston, 24.7 The Stream in Naperville, outside of Chicago. Also, our friends at WBR FM out there in the UK, thanks for listening. And, well, I guess it's over, man. We'll see you next week. Pat, thanks for coming in, dude.
Thank you for inviting me, as always.
Check out the interview with Pat on Steel. What is it?
Steel Truth.
Steel Truth on
Facebook,
YouTube.
Steel Truth.
Hashtag Steel Truth.
And Vandersteel.
Hashtag Tampa Win Cup. We'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you, everybody.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blew. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.